Jackson, we only have 90 hours to visit every diner in Boston. We better go!
Miles and Jackson eating in diners, traveling on buses, trains, and streamliners. Jackson gets eggs, Miles gets French toast. Come and see which eatery they're digging the most. In New England, there's diners aplenty. Boston alone has well over 20 on Miles in Transit.
So, pretend we're not here.
We're in a diner, but
We're in an undisclosed location. So we are taking transit to every single diner in the Boston metropolitan area.
we decided to set the distance as 20 miles from my house.
Which is at... A bunch of diners in the Boston area are only open for breakfast and lunch, which means they close at 1 p.m., 2 p.m., some even at noon. So that means we have our work cut out for us. Is this going down?
I don't know. Not to mention that we are trying to get French toast and scrambled eggs at every diner where we feasibly can. So it's not going to be possible in every case. Some diners just don't serve it, but we're trying our best to get the apples to apples comparison of the foods that we always get.
And as in the Philly diner video, there's several former factory-built diners in the Boston area that are no longer diners.
But we'll still go to them because they're interesting from an architectural standpoint.
Because the things we do for this frickin' channel.
Look how many books we have. Look at all these diner books.
We're authorities on the subject. So welcome to the Boston Diner video, and here we go!
Diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Ooh, walk sign. Whoa, bud, stop sign. And you blocked off your license plate because you commit awful things, I'm sure. So.
Oh, that's gonna get us live.
Whatever. I want you to pronounce the town that we're going to. Woburn? No, Woburn. We're going to a place called Lanna Thai, which is a Thai food, so not like a diner where we can get French toast, but I'm pretty excited. I wish we weren't front-loading it because we'll be so sick of French toast by the end of this, but that's okay. Here we are at Tufts Medical Center, which has a disproportionate T logo and the old Silverline logo.
Why does the Silverline logo look like a 2006 PowerPoint?
It was made in 2002, so you're not far off. First tap of the weekend. Go. Mark, you're our first guest for our first diner. How do you feel?
First guess.
I'm hungry.
Well, we'll get some Thai food.
Wait, so what's the direction of this? So it's a diner that became a Thai food restaurant?
Yeah.
It's coming really slowly. Yay!
Doors are closing.
There is no doors closing announcement on the T. It's
just more aggressive.
This is State.
Listen to how it's cut off. He definitely said State Street, and they cut it off.
State. We emerged from the subway tunnel like groundhogs.
This is ass.
My mom just
assembly.
Oh man, my mom just watched the Empire Builder video, and she said that the next time we make a video, she wants there to be fewer references to pooping.
Okay, I'll take the feedback into consideration.
This is Wellington. The destination is
Oh yeah, it's weird. It's only at Wellington and Sullivan. Where'd Mark go? Oh, hi. Where's Jackson? Oh no! Oh, there he is. Our bus leaves at 6 and it's 5:58. Oh, sorry. Oh, it's not here. No. I guess we didn't have to run. 134. Birth 6.
I wish
Middle
there was
one.
less unnecessary running in these videos.
Who said that? That feels like a comment someone would make. Oh yeah.
So many unnecessary D40s in your videos.
No, this is good. I want a D40.
No Woburn, Jerry.
This is my favorite Whitney song.
No Woburn.
I didn't know we'd be getting a party, but this has always fascinated me. Cappy's Liquors. It's kind of majestic.
That is 8-stroke neon.
Wow.
Meaning each stroke of the letter has 8 neon tubes.
And
somebody sign me up for an appointment at the septum piercing parlor because we are deviated.
I don't know if that one totally hit me correctly.
No, I'm sorry. Now you have to junk this footage.
Nah, I'll keep it. Here we go.
Whoa, so this 134 pulls up to the literal front door of the
So this is a case of the mall is off from the route, so they have to do this deviation to serve it, but it is kind of a pain. Oh, there is a nice shelter at least.
It's a nice shelter.
We're in front of
way in the back.
It's well maintained. Yeah, it's pretty clean.
Yeah. This is Medford Square, which is really nicely decked out. Good winter light.
Medford.
Yeah.
Things about Medford.
Yeah.
It's Medford.
Metha. This is Plaisted Road, which is where about half of the 134s end, but we have to go way, way further. So not only is this the second to last trip of the day at 6 p.m., but it's also like hourly throughout the day.
Speed table.
Whoa.
I see trees lined in fairy lights. That must mean we're approaching a revitalized town center.
Yes, this is Winchester Center. There's an old traffic sign there. Well, maybe I'll get street view of it. It didn't come out very well.
Here you go, buddy. You're welcome.
Woo! What's
We are now the last passenger, so this is officially the largest.
Oh, look at how the stainless steel shines in the. Oh, that looks great.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Protect that party bus and all who dwell within the party bus. So this is the Lanna Thai Diner. This is a 1952 Worcester lunch car.
Where was that built?
It was built in
Worcester, Massachusetts.
Okay.
It is serial number 834, which is towards the end of Worcester's
Foamer.
production run. I'm a diner foamer. As you can see, they added some stainless steel to the facade, but like if you saw a lot of stainless steel diners in our Philly video, you'd know that a lot of stainless steel was applied in continuous bands across the entire facade, whereas here it's a porcelain facade that they applied the stainless steel to as an afterthought to try to make it look a little bit more modern. While Worcester usually just kind of prefab diners, this one was custom built to fit this lot, which is uniquely small.
It is kind of a squat little boy.
So that's why this little boy is squat. This is a picture from the 90s when it was called Stella's Diner, and as you can see, it hasn't really changed since then.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Mark. I'm so excited.
This is amazing.
This is amazing. Look at this wood paneling.
So I didn't know that Worcester still put so much wood in its stainless steels originally.
Yeah, right. We're starting to get to like 50s materials. You see this like Formica ceiling with the stainless steel. Look at these original like counter stools, all of which have bats and the original frame.
It's funny this is the first diner we're doing because this is one of the newest ones we're gonna see in this entire trip. This is just telling of how old Boston's diners are. This 50s one is one of the newest. I'm very excited to do the first one of these.
Menu shot, menu shot. Right now you're looking at the menu shot.
Oh, there's a lot of menu.
You have to fold it out.
Oh.
Menu shot, menu shot. Right now you're looking at the menu shot.
Okay, well, sorry if you can't read any of that.
So we're just sitting here admiring all the wood trim that goes into a place like this that was built in the 50s. Like, there's this corbel here, there's this cornice. It's so dignified.
Oh,
thank you.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
And what'd you get, Mark?
I got one of the specials today.
What is it?
I don't.
Oh, okay. We got chicken teriyaki, which looks
Thai food's
freaking amazing. I have to gush over sticky rice. The waiter was like, just do it with your fingers. Like, oh,
Miles is gonna
yes.
have like 26 minutes of footage from just this first diner trip at this rate.
I just finished my plate, and you know what that means? I get to finish the sticky rice. Sticky.
I made it out of clay.
Oh, there's the bus we're gonna take back. It's a different bus.
It's an Excelsior.
It's an Excelsior, so we won't be shouting over the engine.
Notice this spectacular original Worcester diners, as opposed to Worcester lunch car, because they were trying to rebrand themselves as a diner company, not a lunch car company. Clock.
Now it's time for a bathroom review.
I'm making a conscious effort to review all the bathrooms in these diners. Jackson said there's a transom over the door. I don't know what that means. Maybe that. I'll pan around, and if you know what a transom is, then let me know. But here's the bathroom. It's nice. Maybe that's the transom.
All right, we're leaving Lanna Thai now.
We're starting to walk toward the bus stop just to make sure in case it does any shenanigans.
And we have our leftovers.
I guess we have to start with the aesthetics and originality because that was spectacular.
Blown away.
That diner was preserved perfectly. It looked exactly the way it did when it left the factory in 1952.
The mixture of the wood and stainless steel makes it such a fascinating part of diner history. The waiter knew everyone from there. Like people would come in and be like, "Oh, hi, Michelle."
It felt like a diner. Like
It actually did. But serving like Thai food. And then the food was fantastic. I mean, really spectacular food. The sticky rice,
Sticky rice. The only thing we'd say is that the transportation isn't ideal. This is kind of in the middle of nowhere. We're about to be on the last trip, and it's
only 8 o'clock. This bus is hourly, weekdays through Saturdays only. Yeah. So if you want to come up here, it's very much worth the trip, but it's a schlep.
So does everyone have a number in their minds for this diner out of 10? Yes.
Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
9 out of 10.
Hey, well, I didn't realize that.
Why? This is why you need to watch the Philly video.
It's coming around the corner real hot.
All right, we gotta step out into the street to make sure we can get it properly. Wow, we have the whole bus to ourselves. Okay. Bye. It's beautiful.
You know what's beautiful? This interior of an Excelsior with all these yellow poles.
I love the yellow poles. They're so great.
They're so stylish.
And they're also ADA compliant.
So now we're on our way to go get tattoos at a
Miles and Jackson visiting diners.
It's going just B-roll. He's not going to use any of the audio for this.
Oh, I will. Here's a rotary because we're in Massachusetts, even though it's a roundabout.
It's a roundabout.
As long as we're making distinctions, this is a traffic circle,
because
as
there
Mark
are
would say.
traffic control devices.
Because there's traffic going around it in a circle.
No! Thank you.
You're almost getting off the bus.
I am. As long as we're at Wellington, that thing used to be a people mover to the parking garage.
There was a horizontal elevator.
That's true. I mean, yeah, if you want to be specific.
That's really cool.
And now it's a walkway.
You can see where it used to be. Like
Oh yeah, here's where the thing
there's
used
the
to
old
be.
platform for the people mover.
it was 2 different cars on 2 different tracks.
Right.
Oh, there's another one over here too.
All right, we're on this for 2 stops, only to take a bus back up to almost where we were.
Entering S.
All right, we have 2 minutes till our bus because our bus coming down was so early. We were able to get the previous train, which means we can get a previous bus. It's all very exciting. I'm excited.
2 seconds later.
I'm so glad we made it so we could get on our not in service. That was a close one, guys.
Yay!
Look at the beauty of the bold type. Look
It's
at the
beautiful.
triple stroke type.
I love
That
it.
head size.
And look at all this great transit ridership.
Beautiful it is.
Triple stroke.
It's missing. Top requested.
Come on, Jackson. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Tramp stamp gonna be Mark.
Toast.
Oh,
Mine's gonna be French toast.
mine's gonna be scrambled eggs.
I get the feeling this
All
one
right,
isn't
Miles.
quite as original as some of the others. You can see the barrel roof inside. That's something. That's probably all there is, huh?
Yeah, kind of is. All right, so this is a picture of the diner we're standing outside in 2003 when it was called Phyllis's Diner.
And it looked awful in a different way.
This diner was built in the 30s. It was an on-site diner, but it's apparently one of those that's become canonical as an actual diner.
So you're telling me it's not even like a real diner?
It's not even
built
a real
right here
diner.
on the
This
spot,
is
not in a factory.
layers of
They don't even have pancakes here.
Originally, it sat along the street like this, and in 2003, the previous owner of the diner turned it 90 degrees to give access to that parking lot. Where I'm not really sure
that's
who.
important, of course.
It doesn't look like a big parking lot, but so this is some diner archaeology. That's pretty much all there is to it.
All right.
The way that it's renovated inside, it looks like a nice, comfortable place to get a tattoo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Is there another
I
one?
think we could jaywalk.
Hey, run.
Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Good run, guys.
Yes. Oh my God.
That's a one that I love. WRA pump station. Thank you. You know, Mark, you're the best guest we've had on this video so far.
Thank you. I'm really grateful to have joined you for the best and most delicious pancakes.
Those are some good pancakes.
So now we'll say goodbye off camera, which will be more sincere.
See which eatery they're digging the most.
Alewife. We're about to go to Danvers. It's 7:25. We'll see when we get to Danvers. It's gonna take forever.
We just heard a obnoxious sound, which means we're going.
The door closing sound on a 1700 train is always fun. We'll show you at Davis. It's a new Red Line train.
Whoa, are those hard to come by?
They are, at least right now. This is
This one of the many abandoned Harvard stations.
Yeah, it's one of them, and I always forget. I think that one's Harvard Holyoke, which was only open for like a little bit in the 80s when they were like rebuilding
It's the Franklin
the whole
Square
crazy
of the
thing.
TV. This is called the Charles River, but I don't know about you. I only see one Charles River out there.
South Station. What heinous sounds will these dorms make? Oh, one more. Yay.
Doors are closing.
So getting the SL3 is basically a clever ploy to get us up to the Newburyport Rockport line without having to deal with North Station.
Note how we're sitting in the backwards seats.
Yeah, Jackson told us to sit
The
here.
backwards seats. I feel like every time I've been at Silverline Way, there's just a random dual mode just sitting in the middle of the right of way.
They do like to do that.
No trying. Oh.
Yay!
Across the drawbridge.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, I like
mentioned
that.
but I guess I just didn't believe you. I thought you were gaslighting me, but there's an actual drawbridge.
And here we are. We're now on the SL3 busway. I love this busway. It's very nice and fast. This is Bellingham Square, which is home to the old Chelsea station.
Oh, so I saw a sign that said Chelsea. Yeah, this is not Chelsea.
No,
I've been bamboozled
not anymore.
again.
And now we have 19 minutes until our train. Jackson, review this station in 3 words or less.
3 words or fewer.
Never mind.
This is the station where history as a concept debuted.
Is that more history
more
for us to
history.
read?
Yeah, Miles in
Like not
Transit
just in
lore.
Miles in Transit, you know, the concept of history as a field of study, like, you know, as an area of academia. Is that your imitation of the Red Line door closing?
Our first commuter rail ride.
Wow. Let's just throw some more money down the toilet.
I mean, the ticket's $8, but on the other hand, we might get a bi-level.
What?
Yeah.
What? You're only letting me know this right
Yeah,
now?
look, there's one right there. I mean, I don't know if it's the one that's open, but we'll see.
They're bi-levels.
Yeah. Bottom or top?
Top requested.
Thoughts on being on the top floor of a bi-level train?
I did not see that coming, and as such, I'm feeling euphoric amounts of ecstasy right now.
I love how it's just like this is just such a New England, Boston
We
thing.
just
Like,
passed some lands that look pretty wet.
This is definitely the most scenic commuter rail line on the T. Maybe, definitely top 5 in the country. Maybe, yeah. I'd have to think about it.
Miles, what am I filming?
We're gonna go by Riverworks Station, which is a weird employees-only station. But I have a very, very old video.
We're gonna get a little action, guys!
So we're about to pass through Lynn, which is closed right now because the station isn't in great shape. As you can see, they're working on it, so that's good to see.
I typically don't like my train stations to have backhoes in them.
So how was your first commuter rail ride? Was it worth $8?
I mean, you know, like a bi-level, like I'll pay through the nose for that experience.
Actually, I just realized the foamers will yell at me. It's technically a multi-level because there's like a middle section and then
In housing terminology, it's a split level.
Oh, there goes the train we were just on.
It's a good foamer shot, huh?
That's a good photo shop.
So to get to Danvers, we're taking the 4:35 bus, which, fun fact, this
Vehicle
is...
number 4 for one diner.
Yeah, we left at 7:25, right? And it's now
Now it's
9:09. This is MBTA bus territory that I've never been on.
Whoa, this is a brand new Miles bus.
This is going to interest you and like 3 other people, but this is a first generation MBTA Excelsior. These are from like 2014.
Whoa. And away we go!
That sign says entering Salem, which means that we just entered
Margin Street at Driscoll Street.
Peabody. Ooh, bowling alley. I wonder if it's
a beautiful
That's amazing. I wonder if it's Candlepin.
176.
It is Candlepin. They got like a logo. Oh, Candlepin. If I haven't said it before, I probably have, but best type of bowling.
Stop requested.
This is so cool. I'm interested to see what a diner up here looks like. Thank you. I said it too late. I'm sorry.
So what did you think of the new bus route?
That was very fun. I mean, there's technically like a little bit more down there that I have to do to totally complete it. But I look at that, we're right by the water.
Yeah.
And I think we gotta hurry because we only have an hour for this diner, but slightly less because that bus was 3 minutes late. So it's more like 57 minutes.
We gotta walk 8 minutes now.
And Google Maps says the diner is as busy as it gets. This is such a cool area because the houses are so old, like 1793, that one. And they don't have front yards. They just kind of like front the road, like. Can we talk? And there's a chicken, and there's another chicken.
There's another goat.
Then there's a boat and like fishing things and
come to Danvers for your fix of boats and goats.
They have like little walkways to like, look at that, it's so cool. I love those weird horizontal goat eyes.
No.
Oh, you're so cute.
You're so cute and so calm.
Right by the water, oh, it's amazing.
Just living the dream out here.
That's so cute, the Danvers Port treasure chest. It's a little antique shop, like right just on this random road. Wow.
This is a nice looking dock.
Oh man, that's
look
beautiful.
at this parking lot.
I don't like the park. Why do you like the parking lot?
No, I mean, it's full.
It is full.
Okay, so this is a picture of this diner we're about to go into in 1948 when it was delivered. And if Miles pans up, you'll see that it looks pretty much exactly the same today.
Right down to the Cape Ann porcelain, even though, well, we're not on Cape Ann anymore.
This is Worcester lunch car. It was built in
Worcester, Massachusetts.
serial number 813, and it was built in 1948 for this guy named Philip Michel. It was originally a different location in Gloucester.
Good
And,
pronunciation, you got it. Oh, we're gonna get killed.
He had this diner business, and his previous diner was doing well enough that he wanted to upgrade to this one. And so he got this diner. And unfortunately, right after that, his business failed. So 10 years after that, he sold this diner with the stipulation that it be moved 10 miles away. He really yeeted this diner. He was like, I'm selling it, get it out of here. So in 1959, the diner was moved here.
In Danvers.
Menu shot, menu shot. Right now you're looking at the menu shot. Menu shot, menu shot. Right now you're looking at the menu shot.
Did you hear that too?
What?
When she was singing our order, she said, tell me a story.
Oh yeah, I love that. This is insanely well preserved. Look how so nice, the wood. But then you've got these kind of like newer elements. When was this one built? You'll already told us in the
This was
video.
1948.
So they're kind of starting to get these newer materials a little bit.
We got some stainless steel. We also still got plenty of wood. We got the coat hooks with these original.
No way, that's awesome.
I think these light fixtures might be original. I might be
Really?
wrong about that.
Oh, like these ones above the tables?
Right.
Also, the telltale sign of a good diner, maple syrup in a tub. There's some photos of Adam Sandler over there. Apparently they filmed a movie called Hoobie's Halloween here.
Apparently a lot of people come in here looking for the picture of Adam Sandler. So
Yeah.
Celebrity connection.
They said it's not a very good movie. And now, a review of Hoobie Halloween from someone who's watching every Adam Sandler movie.
Well, looking at my Adam Sandler spreadsheet, I gave it a 1 for plot and a 2 for interesting, and I remember wanting it to end, so I don't think it was very good.
First of many scrambled eggs with wheat toast and bacon, and French toast with powdered sugar, butter, and maple syrup.
And so it begins. This smells delicious, in fairness.
Now it's time for a bathroom review.
Jackson pointed out this is the original freezer.
Well, that's what they claim.
And then, oh man, is it? It's not in there. Oh, okay. I mean, the bathroom's not in the diner building, so it's a bathroom.
I just got this really nice coffee mug at the Portside Diner, which, you know, I don't really drink that much coffee, but it would be nice to put some water in this.
The waitress also gave us free pens, which just, I guess, segues into, holy crap, the waitress was so nice.
She was so cool.
It's
preserved
so beautiful.
There's no clock, but everything else is original. The booths, the interior, the tile. We kind of made the distinction. We wouldn't necessarily make a trip up here specifically for the food.
Right. But it was really good and really cheap. Like, the French toast was like a little flimsy, but it's $7, which is $1 cheaper than the commuter rail up here.
If you're up here for the summer and like you're staying in this neighborhood, it works great.
Yeah.
If you're trying to come here from downtown Boston, like we had to take 4 vehicles to get here, and
From
the last
Cambridge,
one, it was a 10-minute walk. In fairness, along that 10-minute walk, we saw goats.
That's true. That's a positive.
So we have decided to rate this diner with all those factors in mind.
8 out of 10.
We were saying, like, if we gave 0.5s, this would be an 8.5.
I mean,
but
it's amazing. I think if it was just less of a schlep, it would be easier to give it a 9, but it's such a pain to get out here. The goats are gone.
Still got a couple chickens, though.
I feel like reality's gaslighting me. Like, what if they never existed? We're at the bus stop.
Are you ready to wait 7 minutes to ride on a bus for 3 minutes?
Yeah, so this is an interesting case, because we're going to the...
Scrambled eggs and French toast.
which is directly served by this route, but because the route makes so many deviations on the way to Peabody, it's easier to take the route back towards Salem and then walk for like 20 minutes.
Welcome to a continuation of our current episode of Miles Films Every Body of Water.
I like bodies of water. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, we made it! The Peabody Diner. Wow, look how original it is. Oh, it's such an awesome building. Oh, I'm so glad.
Hey,
Wow.
hey, males, we actually have to walk 20 more minutes.
20 minutes!
Peabody.
Okay, so this diner closes at noon, and we're scheduled to get there at around 11:20.
So we're gonna see if they'll let us eat there. Like,
No, can't do! Sorry! Closes at noon! Oh, we're gonna die. There's the diner. We found it.
So this is an old picture, as Miles is about to relate to us.
Jackson asked me to do the intro. It's from 1929. It was a Worcester lunch car. Where would that have been built, Jackson?
Worcester, Massachusetts.
Oh, that makes
It's serial number 650.
It started out in Lynn as Harry's Diner. Then it was moved to, sorry, I'm reading it, Danvers as Cal's Diner. Then it moved here and became Curly's Diner. When this book was written when was this book written?
2002.
It was the Whistle Stop Diner. And now it's the Little Depot Diner here in Peabody.
Cash only, I have cash.
Okay.
Yes, wherever you want. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
A lot of Beatles stuff in here.
Yeah, I know.
Menu shot, menu shot. Right now you're looking at the menu shot.
So this is our first diner that's counter only.
I love how these stools are like no frills, like instead of like the stainless steel we saw earlier.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a raw iron.
They've done an interesting like reno job here. There's a lot of like rock and roll memorabilia on the
Yeah, right, we got
walls,
some
like
Beatles single
Beatles.
covers. This is a replica of John Lennon's first guitar, which he would have been playing on July 6, 1957 when he met Paul.
Oh. Thanks, Jackson, the
No
Beatles
problem.
expert.
I'm a Beatles foamer.
Also, there's a resident foamer for trains here, because that's very cool.
The most New England thing ever, I'm assuming. This came with a side of baked beans. I'm so excited to try this.
So we also, I love the options you get here. Jackson was able to get 1 egg.
Which is great because like we're in between meals.
And I was able to get kind of a side order of French toast, which is just 2 slices instead of 3.
Yeah, right.
But it comes with this interesting like maple butter.
Yeah, right,
thing, maybe.
yeah.
And maple syrup in a tub.
Oh yeah.
Now it's time for a bathroom review.
Oh, old photos.
Yeah. In the 50s when it was
50s.
called Curly's.
70s.
Oh, that's a cool paint scheme. The roast
Yeah.
beef place is still in the background in the 70s.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Today. And there's the Rolling Stones.
And there's a photocopy of the same book that we
you
have.
used in the intro. Jackson pointed out you can see where they extended it, where the roof tile color changes.
So, let's dig in.
All right.
Inside, it's not very original. We
Yeah,
were just looking
or
at
outside.
But what it lacks in originality, it makes up for in 5. The food was.
I thought
pretty good,
quite
yeah.
good. The maple butter was fantastic.
Oh, right, you
fantastic
love the
touch.
maple
yeah.
butter.
And you had the baked beans, which are also unique.
Yeah,
like,
I had baked beans, which we've never seen on the menu anywhere else. They were pretty good.
and very cheap. I mean, the prices were great,
Yeah.
and I liked that they had small options. My French toast was $4.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
amazing.
My 1 egg was $6, so we ended up spending very little.
Transit access. It's the same route as before, so hourly on weekdays and Saturdays, and every 2 hours on Sundays. So not great.
One other thing about this diner is the hours are tough. It ostensibly
Right, closes
closes
at
at noon, which if you live in the area and this is just a breakfast spot, it doesn't really matter. If you're making
Yeah.
a trip to try to get up here, it could be kind of difficult.
And they were nice about letting people in at like 11:30.
People came in at 11:30 and were seated, so they were
Yeah.
they were very chill about it, which we appreciate.
This diner definitely is like the least original one we've seen, but I was personally won over by the vibes and the food.
We're going
enough
on vibes.
to give it 7 out of 10
Let's get that 435.
in like half an hour.
Food criticism on Miles in Transit.
Plot twist, we're actually not getting on the 435 because we have to wait half an hour for it, then ride it for 3 minutes, then walk for like 20 minutes. So instead, we're just gonna walk directly to Salem and kind of save a little bit of time because Deb's closes at 2 and we need to get there stat.
Wow, I do like how the train tracks just go straight through this.
That's cool.
See tracks? Think train!
Tracks are for trains, not for playing games.
Read this. You are not a train.
So we're just gonna take this street for a 26-minute walk, and by the end, we'll be at the diner.
1, 2, 3.
We're walking down the main street, / Boston Street. We're walking down the main street, / Boston Street. We're walking down the main street, / Boston Street. We're walking down the main street, / Boston Street. We're walking down the main street, / Boston Street. We're walking down the main street, / Boston Street. Is that an acapella deviation?
Sure. Who you gonna call?
Ghost Bus Stop. Oh.
I kind of forgot
Whoa.
that we would be getting some original porcelain.
This isn't the Pilgrim Diner, or rather the Pilgr-Einer. This is Worcester lunch car. Where that been built?
It's serial number 725,
Where
which
was it built?
1936.
No, where was it built?
God damn it.
Worcester, Massachusetts.
You'll notice that there are panels that say booth service, which the last diner we went to only had the counter, and booths were kind of a new thing in the mid-30s.
Booths in it.
This will have booths in it. It said in one of our diner books that the original interior has kind of been altered, so we'll see what that looks like. Hi. Can we grab a table if that's okay? Thank you so much.
Menu shot, menu shot. Right now you're looking at the menu shot.
This is the first diner we've been to that hasn't had an explicit history section, for what it's worth. Maple syrup in a tub.
I'm gonna bring that cookie from Coffee Carnival. That has a lot of sugar in it.
We were just talking about Lanna Thai, which was like, you know, a later era for Worcester lunch cars. This one is back when everything was wood.
Exactly.
Very little stainless steel. In fact, there's no stainless steel anywhere.
Check out these original like stool bases.
Oh yeah.
And the original floor tile we got going on. These really cool porcelain tiles on like the counter backsplash, which that must have been like,
That's a neat design.
that must have been baked into the porcelain.
Our food has arrived. Jackson got, well, obviously scrambled eggs and potatoes, and I got a half order French toast. So presumes we got the full one, it would be double this.
Now it's time for a bathroom review.
I asked if there's a bathroom, and she said go out around the back. And then I guess there's gonna be a door to the basement. There's a parking lot, and then I guess this is the basement. I was gonna poop, but that might not happen down here.
Ah, the Pilgrim Diner. Oh wait, no, Debs, as the sign so tackily pasted over the original porcelain says.
Yeah.
Which kind of sets the tone for our feelings on this diner.
Any originality in there feels like it's just there because they haven't bothered to, like, mess it up.
They ripped out the original booths and put in those crappy, like, low-budget pizza place wooden tables with the benches. The service wasn't that friendly. They, like, the two waitresses in there spent, like, the first 10 minutes we were in there.
More than 10 minutes, I feel like.
Shouting at each other about family drama.
Yeah.
That was, like, it was just kind of awkward to be sitting there. And, like, we didn't really, it was hard to talk over that, so we kind of had no choice but to listen. And I kind of feel like that's, you could call that down-home service, but it just felt weird.
Not to mention there was a TV just kind of like blasting out infomercials. Like, there's no music, it's just this one TV. It's like a Greyhound station.
It was alright. The eggs weren't the best in the world.
Fine. I didn't like the butter, but the bread on the toast was good. Trans accessibility, you're right next to the 450 and 456, which are both pretty infrequent.
And according to Google Maps, we're a 20-minute walk away from the Salem train station.
Which is a pleasant walk, so if you want to do that.
Yeah, the diner is in okay shape, but not great.
Yeah.
So, based on all those factors, we're rating this diner
6 out of 10.
7 out of 10. Because I recently went back there and it was a lot better. There was still family drama, but I got to be involved with it because they were telling me about it directly. And in general, everyone's just a lot nicer. Maybe Jackson and I just went on a bad day, I'm not really sure. But at the end of it all, I was like, you know what? I would come back here if I was in the area, and that doesn't seem 6 worthy. So Debs, it gets a 7.
And now we're going to take kind of an interesting route to our next diner, which is
an interesting diner.
Streamliners.
This is a segment of Miles calling our next mode of micro transit.
Yes, we get to use a route called the Salem Skipper because our next diner, the Salem Diner, is, believe it or not, also in Salem. We get to use this micro transit service called the Salem Skipper, which you can basically use to go anywhere in Salem. It's basically like a cheap Uber, but it's public transit because it's run by the town of Salem.
Whoa!
So we're gonna say that we're going to 70 Loring Avenue. We're finding you the perfect ride. Oh, $2 in 7 minutes. Book this ride?
Book this ride!
Patrick B is going to meet us on the southeast corner of Boston Street at Federal Street in a white Buick Encore. Notably, this is a shared ride. I think he's making another pickup before he gets to us, so we might have someone else in the car.
Public transit Uber pool!
We think that might be it. You'll find out if the next shot is us in the van. Good day.
Oh, sorry, Jackson. Oh, look at it. All right.
Jackson, tell us about the Salem Diner.
Oh my God! All right, this is a moment I've been looking forward to since for 10 years. This is one of the architectural gems in the diner world. This is a Sterling Streamliner. It was made by the J.B. Judkins Company of Merrimack, Massachusetts, which mainly made car bodies.
Boo!
In the 30s, they developed this diner arm called Sterling. That was the brand name. And they produced about 17 streamlined diners, which are kind of modeled after trains. They had like a bullet nose. In Miles's Central Falls Pawtucket video, he visited the only other standing Sterling Streamliner, which is
actually
diner.
Operational.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
So there are 2 left. These were all built between 1939 and 1941.
They also bankrupted the company, which makes them anti-car.
Exactly.
Which is
so
great.
These diners are based. This one is not operating, but it is still standing.
So it's a diversion diner, but it's a very important
But it's a very
diversion
historically
diner.
important one, and I'm very excited to be here.
And this is on the National Registry of Historic Places, so they can't change it that much.
For a while, it was operated by students at Salem
State University.
And they closed it a couple years ago, and there was a plan for people to pick this diner up and move it and deposit it on top of a skyscraper in New York, on the roof.
Oh my God.
And that didn't come to fruition. So the diner is just kind of sitting here.
This is so sad. We will reopen for good. Thank you. That's very sad.
But here's the key aspect here. This is the bullet nose. This is, wow.
Oh, it's so nice. There's such a cool color scheme too. Blue and yellow seems to work very well on diners if the Portside is any indication.
It's not in great shape.
No.
You can imagine the grandeur that once took place here.
It's really intact in there. You could just open this up right now if you wanted to start serving stuff.
You can kind of see it because we're at kind of a good vantage point to see it. See how the edge of this diner is completely rounded, but yet they tried to put a rectangular window in there. Miles very astutely mentioned this in Pawtucket as well.
It doesn't work very well if it's a cold day.
Yeah.
It's very drafty.
This part of the diner is held together by duct tape right now.
Oh, no.
There used to be little metal mounted accent pieces here that are taken off. You can see where they were.
Yeah.
So yeah, this diner is not in great shape. It would need a lot of TLC if it were to reopen, but it's still here. That's something. This is like a pilgrimage. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. Notice these arrows that are kind of baked into the porcelain. That
they point toward the door.
Yeah.
That's never gonna wear out. That's how porcelain is just there forever.
There. It needs to be clean, but the color is still bright as ever.
Check out the porcelain inside. It's still there.
Oh wow, look at that little I don't know,
it's like a flower type of thing. I don't know. Also, this has the glass counter still intact. So a diner might have put pastries in there to try to entice people.
Because while you were sitting at the counter, you'd be looking at the pastries and you'd be like, oh, I want dessert. Wow, that's like a heckin' news report shot, you know?
Yeah, it kind of is.
2 bodies were found in this building last night. And it's a picture of the building with a car going by. We are waiting at the bus stop and an old man tapped the window of the senior citizens day trip shuttle, and he was inside and he waved at us and we waved back at him and then said, okay, that was kind of weird, but at least not as weird as Salem Skipper.
So we're gonna take the bus up to Salem. Our next diner is
Once again, it's time for commuter rail.
We're on a T-bus going down a genuine SEPTA street here. One lane, one way, and parked cars on both sides. This is, thank you.
Story of a girl.
Oh, hi dog. We just got off the bus at Clop Alley, which is one of my favorite MBTA stop names. We have some time to kill before our train to Beverly.
So we're following the Witch Trail. Which
I don't know what it's actually called, but I always just call it the Witch Trail.
Yellow line on the pavement.
Checkers.
Miles is winning.
This is one heck of a diner speed run right now. Okay, commenters, we don't know how to play checkers.
Probably gonna regret asking this, but who won?
I was red, Jackson was black. All right, our train is in 7 minutes. We're heading further north, one stop to Beverly.
Oh, Miles finally found a body of water to film. Nice.
This is also noteworthy because we'll be going over that bridge when we take the bus back from Beverly later. Thank you. So the bus back to Salem runs every 90 minutes. It's scheduled to leave in about 6 minutes, and the diner's about a 5-minute walk away.
So we're gonna try to film a segment really, really fast.
Because frankly, this isn't gonna be that interesting
of a place to hang around.
Ooh, Cabot Street crossing tender. Wow, that's a diner, all right.
Okay.
It sure looks like one.
Start filming.
I'm filming.
You're filming, okay. Right now, we are looking at Worcester Lunch Car, which is manufactured in
Worcester, Massachusetts.
Serial number 828. It was originally the Miss Beverly Diner. It looked like this in the 80s because it was called Buffalo Bill's Roast Beef.
It also looked awful then. It still looks awful now.
And after that, it was renamed Subway and painted green. And it had been bricked over, so it's one of these diners that's kind of not original at all. It's apparently been gutted in there.
I see a toilet, that's all I can see. There's actually the barrel roof is in there, I think.
It's one of those that you can only really tell by the outside because of this telltale row of windows.
Yeah.
There is a Worcester lunch car in there somewhere, but as you can tell, it's not really visible to the naked eye.
Yeah. All right, that was fun.
The Worcester Lunch Car Company.
Okay, we're embarking on a deviation. I guess, fun fact, this route has the most level crossings with a railroad of any MBTA bus route. Because it has to go over like the Newburyport-Rockport line a bunch of times.
Now that is a fun fact.
You're hungry?
I'm a little bit hungry.
Wow. Oh, you pooped successfully and I didn't, so. I know your mom said we talked about pooping too much. Seal crossing, apparently.
Whoa.
This is the deviation. It's like this big office park called the Cummings Center. I like this very proprietary bus stop with a couple of incorrect T logos and a big like steam thing. This is us crossing the Newburyport line.
The same line we crossed 4 minutes ago.
True. Nature of a deviation.
Exactly.
And now coming up, now here we are crossing the Rockport line.
Elliott Street.
We also did 4 minutes ago.
The snow band light is lighting. Is the snow going to be awful tomorrow? I guess we'll find out.
I guess we'll have to find out, yeah. I guess if the snow is awful tomorrow, that means we will be
Say the line, Bart.
pushing transit to its limits
while attempting to be entertaining.
Noisy.
It's very, I think it's a very bumpy road. It's a nice view behind you, Jackson.
Whoa.
Yay, here we go. There's water there.
Whoa, that's a body of water. Hear that? That was the sound of us driving through an intersection
On a bridge. This is presumably like the Salem Town Green, which is very grand. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I think we have like 3 minutes until our train, so let's go.
Remember that time we were at the station and we were talking about The Office?
Yeah, that was like 2 hours ago. No, wait. It's been a long day.
Yeah, I know.
And we still have 3 more diners.
3 more diners to visit.
Oh my god. There are a ton of people waiting here. And here's the train.
We did not film anything on this train ride.
Thank you.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
Oh, yeah, fair. We made it. That was very good.
That was exhilarating.
The one after this is in like 12 minutes, so that was successful.
You got a hustle, right?
No.
I thought you said. Okay.
All right, we're gonna take the 89, but there's a 90 coming, so I guess we might as well take that instead.
Miles just called this the weird part. So apparently left turns on buses are like abnormal abominations.
Because now we go down this really tiny street where there's traffic on this side, and then like we're having to really push by this parked car. One time I did this turn in the winter and the bus couldn't handle it and we kept like sliding back. And I don't actually remember how we got out of it, but somehow we got out of it.
I guess
And
you're
then
here
should
now,
make the
so
turn.
somehow got out.
Hit it. Thank you. So this place we're going to is called the Rosebud. It's not really a diner. It's a diner building, obviously.
Yeah, right.
It's a very, very well-preserved exterior
On the
diner
outside,
building.
yeah.
Yeah, the inside's completely gutted. But it's more of a restaurant.
Yeah, so even though this place does serve brunch, because of the constraints of our schedule, we're actually gonna get dinner here.
Holy crap, this is beautiful. Oh, wow. Look how well preserved the porcelain is. Like the rose, that's incredible. I don't know if it picks up on camera, but you can hear the neon buzzing.
Oh, you can hear it. Your camera's awesome because it picks up the individual strokes. This is 2-stroke neon because
so amazing.
the letters are outlined. This is a 1941 Worcester lunch car manufactured in
Worcester, Massachusetts.
Streamliner.
I was just about to ask.
It's not fully streamlined, but the corners are kind of rounded, as you can see, and there are a lot of really cool details, like the stained glass.
The like
little
pinched
corner-
glassy glass on the corner
Yeah,
is
the
really
corner
cool.
of stainless steel, fluting,
yeah.
as that's called. This diner is beautiful enough that it's been put on the cover of books before. This is it on
Wow.
the cover of a book in 2002. But then in the 80s, as you can see here, it was converted into like a disco kind of club thing. Now it's back to being a restaurant again, but it had that massive roof as you saw in that picture. It's been removed.
Yeah,
It's
which
been
is
restored
good.
to its original
It's
appearance.
beautiful.
Outside. Inside,
Yeah.
it's kind of been gutted. Miles and his parents go here all the time for brunch, and I've been here before. Now, having been to like 4 frickin' Worcester lunch cars in the past couple days, I'm really interested to see how this stacks up.
Here's the restaurant part. It's a nice restaurant, but they have the diner
We
up
want the
here.
diner.
Yeah, I might ask them.
Menu shot, menu shot. Right now you're looking at the menu shot.
Oh, I don't know if anyone cares about the Nick menu. Thank you, Jackson.
I'm making a whole video.
Oh, yeah. Did Jackson not tell you we were making a video?
Oh, no, I did remember that.
Okay, this is Jackson's friend Steph. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh, wait, actually, Jackson, they named a cocktail after the lunch car.
Lunch car 773.
Is that this
I
one?
guess I should then. All right, what did everyone get?
I just want to first say that this came insanely fast. Like,
came in
10
record
minutes? I don't know. I mean, all right.
I got the Nashville hot chicken fried sandwich.
It's
It
such
comes
a
with
thick
pickle.
sandwich. It comes with a stick.
I got the fish and chips because you guys don't have a microwave, so like I'm in a situation where I don't have to worry about stinking up the entire house.
Ah. And then I got a Korean, what did I get?
Old Fork barbecue.
Yeah, thank you. Steph had a comment about the lighting in here.
Yeah, I mean it's nice. It's just it's hard to see your food, and I generally
Yeah.
like to see what I'm eating, so I might have to dock some points for that.
Ooh, okay.
Now it's time for a bathroom review.
Bathroom's downstairs in the restaurant portion of the diner, so it's not really that noteworthy. Actually, it is nice though. Look at that wooden stall. Merch number 2. Also show us what came with the receipt.
Oh, we got a Coast card.
A free postcard with every meal. All right. We just came out of the Rosebud.
I've got a stomach full of great food, so at
Yeah.
least that gets high marks for me.
It's obviously not like diner food, and the brunch is
Yeah.
pretty pretentious too. But like,
Because of our schedule, we couldn't come and get like the actual like French toast and scrambled eggs, which we usually get at these places.
it's on the pricey side, but like you're getting a nice atmosphere.
Yeah, right.
It's not diner prices, it's restaurant prices.
Right.
Exactly.
This
They
is a
rebranded it.
restaurant.
So transit accessibility is
Perfect.
Perfect.
Davis Square's right. Like, I don't know, maybe a 5-minute walk away, but like it's a lovely walk through, Davis Square, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And there's also like a bunch of bus routes here. Yeah.
If you're trying to picture what it's like to be in this shop, it smells like weed.
That was
Food
the-
came so fast.
Food came
Yeah.
surprisingly fast.
And they
I
were
was able to-
friendly, but they were not like hovering.
In your face,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's sad that they stripped it of its
They-
like counters and
So they
stools
gutted
and
it
stuff.
inside, but outside it looks so beautiful that even though
Yeah.
the diner purists will give me shit for this, I appreciate the way it looks.
It's adaptive reuse. With all these factors in mind, we are going to give Rosebud American Kitchen and Bar, established Pies, Pickles, and Pints, established 1941, 8 out of 10. All right. Yay! Bye, Steph. Bye. 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 When's our next guest showing up?
in 3 minutes.
Okay.
Diners, drive-ins, and dives.
The ceremonial opening of the Pepto-Bismol
has begun?
is at hand.
Oh, great.
Pepto-Bismol time.
Oh, man. Oh, appetizing.
Here we go.
Way more appetizing than French toast sounds at the moment.
You want some?
Nope.
Okay.
Hey! Did Jackson tell you that it's gonna be a video?
Yeah, well, I figured.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Hi, Irv.
Hello, YouTube.
So one thing we'll note about this Boston night shot, you see how the Little John Hancock building is flashing red? I believe that means snow. There's like a poem about it that like
supposed to
tells
be a
you. But...
blizzard warning tomorrow.
Lizards.
All right, can we get to Haymarket in 20 minutes for our hourly bus? We'll see how the Green Line performs. Whoa! Union Square, 3 minutes. That doesn't seem bad. I'm a little worried that this front car is gonna have dots, so we might have to run to the back. Boo! No! No! 9:15. We have 10 minutes to spare. That's pretty good. We did it!
And I'm like, yeah, I'll buy 7 pounds of cheese. Why wouldn't I buy 7 pounds of cheese?
And look at that. Our bus is sitting right here. We're going back up towards Salem, Jackson.
Wow, again? Like for the 3rd time today?
So we're now in the weird industrial area around Logan Airport, which is where this diner is. We have to get off a very obscure stop on this divided highway.
Is that the backtrack?
Yeah. Oh, I don't.
I've officially lost it.
Oh, there's the diner.
All right.
Thank you. Where the heck have we ended up? All right, the airport diner, which actually looks pretty happening right now. This thing's open till 4 a.m. tonight, so people are here for a while.
This is your late night
Crazy
destination.
because that's
for-
like later than anything in Cambridge is open.
I know.
How's it busy? How's it full?
I don't know, because nowhere in Boston is open late at night, so people schlep up to this region of the city to get food, I guess.
Okay, this right here is the sum total of information we have about this diner. It is considered a diner. It was built around 1940. It's on site.
So it wasn't built by a company.
It looks like a Worcester lunch car brand barrel roof diner. It was called John Quill's when this was published in 2005, and it served Portuguese specialties. It's got this weird stainless steel siding, but let's see what the interior
I don't love the
looks like.
stainless steel siding.
Maybe
but...
there's some vintage ass going on here. So there's only one way to find out, gang. Hello. Table for freebies.
Menu shot, menu shot. Right now you're looking at the menu shot. Menu shot,
Oh, so now it's Colombian.
Oh, yeah.
menu shot. Right now you're looking at the menu
I was
shot.
gonna get a side dish of quail eggs because the menu said that breakfast is only served till 3 p.m., but they're actually still serving breakfast.
Yeah, so
Unfortunately,
we
they have
got the
a little side of
usual.
scrambled eggs, which is fine though.
And I'm getting French toast, but it's challah French toast. Irf, you're not bound to our rules, so you got a real thing.
I transcended. I got an arepa burger.
Irf was inspired by the sound of the sizzling.
I was.
Yeah.
It's cathartic.
Good vibes in here, impeccable.
So I think this barrel roof with the wood panels and the wood battens is original. I think everything else is just kind of modern. But you know
Yeah.
what? For what it is, a place that's kind of like happening late at night, I think it does the trick.
I am pretty impressed. Like, this is really nice. And the wood feels very original. I mean, it's worn, it's been around the block. These are some cool coat hangers. I don't know if they're original or not, but they're cool.
those aren't original. No.
Well, I like them. Oh, hang on. Don't. Jackson has his eggs. Miles has his French toast on challah bread. Irf?
Wait, so Irf, what is in that burger?
This is an arepa burger. Corn cake burger.
flakes, a bunch of different sauces.
This French toast is spectacular.
These
Your
eggs are delightful,
are spectacular. This thing looks incredible.
If this place was next to my apartment, I'd be coming here like once a week.
It's good.
Maybe more.
Now it's time for a bathroom review.
Okay, documenting the journey to the bathroom. You leave the diner, you come down these stairs, you go around here, walk to the other side of the diner where it says restroom, come back up, open this door, and now we're kind of in the kitchen, but the restroom's right here. And then once we're inside, it's pretty nice. All right, these two are both still hungry, so they got some Colombian specialties. Jackson got his quail eggs.
Yeah. It still counts as eggs, so.
Earth, I don't know what you got.
I don't remember what it's called, but it's gonna kill me.
It looks fantastic.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh my god.
It's 10:30 and this
10:39 p.m. This place is bustling.
in this like industrial area, like
diner.
And I've had a couple pieces of this. It's amazing. Jackson, you finished your quail eggs. I didn't even notice.
It's like a party platter Earth's got working on right here.
So apparently this is the name of the item that Earth ordered.
It was a meat tornado, as Jackson put it.
Okay, we just come out of the airport diner. I would say probably the most unique and like best diner experience we've had so far.
Yeah. It was fantastic. It was freaking good.
It wasn't a traditional diner, and then it kind of like served Colombian specialties.
It was a Colombian diner.
Yeah,
But
but they
it
have
had
the diner
all the
staples
diner
if you want them.
All the food was
So good. I mean, like, it's worth the schlep just to get like really cool Colombian food.
architecturally, it wasn't the most original, but it was also like it made up for that
nice.
in spades.
Yeah.
And ambiance. It was packed in there. Like this is clearly the people. People go here after like doing something on Friday night. You know.
Yeah.
It's also 11 p.m. and it was full.
And it's open till 4.
Right. The service was great.
Oh, they were so nice in there. They would like explain the dishes to us and tell us like, you know, what was in it, the different sauces and stuff.
I wasn't entirely sure how to eat the arepa correctly, so I had to ask them if I should use a knife or just pick it up. And they were like, no, don't pick it up.
Right.
Don't do that.
The only thing we can ding this diner for is transit accessibility, which is not really optimal, unfortunately.
Yeah, so we came up on the 450 express bus, which is weekdays only, every hour, and you can basically only take it going north unless you want to cross that awful divided highway. The Blue Line Beachmont station is a 16-minute walk away through this weird like Target parking lot and stuff. It's not a very fun walk, so yeah, we gotta ding them a point for that.
That leaves it with a score of
9 out of 10.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Why are there still so many cars parked in here? Everything's closed.
Be like wispy employees.
Could be, yeah, the lights are still on at Target. Now we're here on the side of Stop and Shop. We're still going the right way, believe it or not. Here's the huge construction site that used to be Suffolk Downs, which was a horse racing track that's been destroyed. This is so nice.
This is awesome. I love it.
As it turns out, on this walk, we're passing another diner.
Scrambled eggs and French toast.
Thankfully, it's abandoned, so we don't have to spend too much time here. It's also a really ugly, terrible building. I will say that billboard is spectacular.
This billboard is beautiful. It's a 1948 Worcester lunch car, serial number 811.
Where was that built?
What?
Worcester, Massachusetts.
It used to have a barrel roof.
It looks awful in this too.
Yeah, it kind of looks awful here. It was called the Shamrock Diner when it was first delivered.
There's like nothing left original about it. Maybe we can peek in and see the barrel roof, and that's about it. Actually, I stand corrected. There's no barrel roof. It's just
drop ceiling.
I mean, there's a light on, so maybe they'll open it at some point. Please stay tuned for the future use. It says on the sign that's really out of focus. All right, welcome to Beachmont. Best station on the T, in my opinion. First of all, amazing neighborhood right here with a bunch of restaurants and dense housing right nearby.
It's got character.
This mezzanine is so spacious and nice. And I love the double countdown clocks. I think this is the only spot on the T where you have that. I'm sure there's others I can't think of right now. We should take the elevator up because the elevator is really cool. This is the shiniest elevator you'll ever see at a train station.
Oh, wow. My eyes are blindingly.
Whoa! It's like, it's a little dirty. It's a little like, oh, does it work?
It's got character.
Yeah, there we go. And then we come up.
Look at that no smoking
Ooh,
sign. Look,
that's
there's
cool.
a tiny little cigarette in the no smoking. Like, look at that.
Wait, that's so cool.
That's some graphic ass design.
Okay, so we come out onto this platform. These are all the different trains that have run on this line over the history of it.
Wow, in porcelain tile. Wow. Oh, that is engraved.
It's engraved.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that cool?
This is baked into the porcelain.
This is from 1994. Like, it's not even that.
Feel these letters. These are not
old.
Painted on. This is like baked into this porcelain tile.
Oh, wow. Here it is. And now we've written every line on the system.
Hell
and
yeah.
we still have, what, 2 more days of this?
We still have 2 more days.
Later.
Yes. Oh, isn't that nice? Well, we're seeing the snow starting to come down.
Yeah, it's almost midnight, which you may remember from before as the time when the big blizzard warning is supposed to start tomorrow.
MIT goes over to the right side of the train. Make your bus connections.
This operator makes very good announcements, huh? Anything to add? Okay. Earth is gone. We've been out for 17 hours.
We left Miles' house at 7:15 a.m. and now it is 12:15 a.m.
Yeah.
We ate 5 meals at 5 diners.
And visited 8 diners in total.
Right, that includes 3
diversions.
diversion diners. So tomorrow we're apparently gonna have a blizzard and we'll be able to test out the tea in some strenuous ass conditions.
Hopefully it goes okay.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Every morning I wake up at 3 to start my shift at the factory. Hauling at 5 on a long dark train, watching my future going down the drain. Carving straight lines out of stainless steel. Mary don't understand how I feel. Chipping all the way from coast to coast. Billions of people eating French toast. Working at the diner factory. Working at the diner factory. Life is far from satisfactory when you're working at the diner factory. One day's counters, the next day's stools. Working with the diner factory tools. I've been slaving away for that workers' comp since I got home from Vietnam. I've always been a union man. I pay my dues whenever I can. The hours are long, man, it's the dregs. Also the rich man can eat his eggs. Working at the diner factory. Working at the diner factory. Life is far from satisfactory when you're working at the diner factory. Food criticism on Miles in Transit.
What kind of blizzard is this?
Bro, last time I checked, the blizzard was supposed to contain snow. We're about to get that bus.
Not the one leaving, the one sitting there.
The 89.
Great views out the window.
These views would be even nicer if they were occurring at 8:02 a.m. instead of 8:01 a.m.
That's true, we left a minute early. Also, the views would be much worse if we were sitting in the seat in front of us, because dots. Why do they call it Powder House Square when it's a cycle?
Why do they call it an oven when you oven the cold food, out the hot, eat the food? Thank you.
Thank you. Whoa. Alright, that was a fun 4-minute bus ride. You've seen this in a video before, in the green line extension video.
Oh, they got the neon on.
Whoa, wait, that looks amazing. Okay, this is Kelly's Diner back when it was in Hare's Corner, Delaware, and it was called the Grecian Diner. Grecian Diner? I don't know. Here's Kelly's Diner today. It was moved here by a guy whose name I can't remember.
That's okay.
Hang on. Larry Holmes. As the book says, it's a transitional model. It's a 1947 Jerry O. Mahoney diner built in Singac, New Jersey.
Bayonne. I might be wrong about that. On the side there it says 1953, so they're owning
so they're
its heritage,
wrong.
but they got the date wrong. But you know, points for trying.
So it's a transitional model in the fact that it's stainless steel on the bottom, but they still got some porcelain going on the top. Although I don't really know why, because it's not all that decorative and it's got this weird bar in the middle, but that neon is beautiful, that clock is beautiful. It's a fantastic diner, and I'm excited to get out of this awful rain and
go inside and eat some French toast. Let's go!
Oh, so we just went. I forgot to film us opening this door.
So you'll have to take it on our word that we're in the diner now.
And now I'll open this door, and you can see that, and then we enter the diner. Hello.
Menu shot, menu shot. Right now you're looking at the menu shot.
We got some jukebox here. A very kind waitress advised us not to put any quarters in there because it's just for show. So we've been talking about how the pink is probably not original.
Yeah, it's a little too like garish 50s for me.
A lot of the stuff in here is original. Like especially this mosaic tile floors is really cool.
The stools seem.
The stool bases are original. Also, like that little vent is probably original.
Wow, that vent is the highlight. Yeah. It's also cool because this is like a totally different generation of diner than like a lot of what we've been doing. Like this is obviously a lot bigger. Like
you see this kind of diner a lot in like Philly, like a little bit farther south because this was manufactured in New Jersey, especially because this diner began its life in Delaware.
And it's obviously much bigger. This probably would have been shipped in 2 sections, or maybe just 1.
This would have been shipped in a couple sections, I think.
Yeah. Also, maple syrup in a tub before I forget.
There's a lot of that in Boston. Huh?
Yeah, that's because Boston's the best. This is Jackson in a diner.
Hey.
That's the Green Line station that serves the diner.
French toast with no fruit.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah. Here we go.
Oh,
Let me
thank
get
you.
the stuff over there, okay?
Thank you so much.
Enjoy your breakfast. You're welcome.
Oh, I'm glad this is the first diner of the day because this is a monster portion.
This looks really good.
It looks so good. This old Belova clock is insanely cool, but we must check out.
Now it's time for a bathroom review.
Woo. Okay, here we go. Ooh, actually the sink is pretty cool for what it's worth.
Alright, we just left Kelly's. Woo! Where we had like a really good experience.
Yeah. This is a fun place. I've been here a couple times before, and it's always been great.
It's always a really good time. The prices were pretty good for what we got.
Yeah, so it's a little pricier, but you get really big portions for those prices, so it still feels reasonable.
He got 8 slices of French toast.
This is the place to go if you're really hungry. As you can see, the exterior is super original.
It is beautifully preserved outside. Inside, it's a little bit less well preserved, but there's still the classic diner vibe.
Transit accessibility is
amazing. Fantastic. Brand new
yeah.
Square station right across the street.
Yeah.
We were watching 80s and 89s go by while we were in there.
Every waitress in there has a Boston accent. I love it. They're very like to the point.
It's a really fun place. So with all those factors in mind,
we are going to give Kelly's Diner a 9 out of 10.
Are we giving too many 9s, Miles?
We don't grade on a curve. It's fine.
We're not
grade on a curve. It's fine.
This isn't a class at the University of Pennsylvania.
I only give 2 9s per video.
Yeah, we're fine.
There are a lot of good diners in Boston.
Yeah. Now we have to get to Lynn.
Okay.
So this train should be able to get us to North Station in time for a commuter rail up there.
Once again, it's time for a commuter rail.
There's the diner still. There's the
That's amazing.
Transit accessibility is amazing at Kelly's.
Attention, Science Park / West End.
Say the line, Bart.
Oh, cross-platform transfer. We're not getting on that, but like, it's so cool. Yay!
Boarding call.
Newburyport. Yay! Wee! Yeah. Oh, it's all single levels. So this car was built by a company called MBV, based in
Worcester, Massachusetts.
They were based in West Germany because these cars are that old.
Oh, wow.
It's a weekend, so it's just a $10 pass for the entire weekend.
Also, we're right next to one of these tuning fork ass bridges.
Yeah, the Zachem Bridge.
The Zachem Bridge. That sounds like a kind of medicine that like can cause heartburn and stroke, but also like causes you to be able to.
Foamer alert. We've been trying to get photos of these for a while. These are the Bud RDCs that are just rotting away.
Those things look burned out. Is that green energy?
Yeah, 1 green energy.
That is one,
just 1.
parentheses, 1 green energy.
Miles, I see trolley bus wires.
Well, I don't see trolley bus wires, but I see trolley bus poles that are down,
wait.
not on a wire.
I see trolley bus poles.
So we're passing through Lynn now, but we can't get off because the station is under construction repairs.
Oh.
So we had to go to Swampscott and then take a weird bus shuttle back. We did?
We did.
Oh, I can't see it, so like no spoilers.
It's not much of a spoiler. I mean, what did you click on this video to watch?
That's true, and now you're probably like an hour into it, knowing my editing. All right, we're coming into Swampscott. I don't know how this bus shuttle thing works, but I guess we'll find out. Is it that thing?
At least it's not the Salem Skipper.
This is a Victorian-ass gingerbread on that train-ass station.
It's beautiful.
Ass.
Thank you.
No problem.
Oh yeah, it's Yankee Line. Oh my god, we're gonna take a weird
Dodge Sprinter.
Okay. Do we just open the door manually? There's no one in there.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's shuttle bus to Lynn Station. Oh my god. Well, it's snowing now, but it's like weird that rain snow. Oh yeah. What? Oh, thank you. Is this the bus to Lynn? Okay.
Alright, cool. Thank you.
Maybe open up a little more and then slam it.
Alright, yeah. There we go. That did it. Now entering Lynn.
Oh, well, that's where we want to go.
Lynn Shore Drive, LSD.
This is so cool. Look at the waves crashing up against the seawall.
Alright, here we go.
Thanks a lot.
Have a good one. Stay safe today.
And now the diner should be very close. Oh, it's a diner.
Ah, here it is. I'm so excited for this one. This is considered by many diner authorities to be like one of the best diners in the United States.
Oh.
So this is gonna be a ton.
This is also a rare bird, as we'll find out right now in the video.
History segment. Okay, so this is Capitol Diner. It's a rare diner that was built by Brill, which is a company in Philadelphia that manufactures trolleys. Yeah, they made a lot of Peter Witt cars for the PTC, which is the predecessor of SEPTA. They only made like 2 or 3 diners, like a very small number, and this is the only one known to have survived. So this is
It's a rare bird.
When it was delivered in 1928, it was known as the Miss Lynn Diner. In New England, there are a lot of diners that have that like Miss and then the town name. And as you can see from this exterior picture,
The exterior side.
and also there's an interior picture too, because we're about to go in and see what that looks like.
Yeah.
It hasn't really changed that much. This picture was taken in 1950 and it looks pretty much the same today.
Menu shot, menu shot. Right now you're looking at the menu shot.
No. History. Yeah, the waitress saw us like, taking photos and stuff and gave us the full menu with the history on the back. So show us the history, Jackson.
Well, here's the history.
Alright, focus. History.
Oh, this is very interesting.
So the diner has this kind of outdoor patio space that in the summer is tables and extra seating. But apparently, according to this menu, it used to be... Yes. Oh, you want to do... Okay.
Menu shot, right now you're looking at the menu shot.
But according to this menu, it used to be like a farmhouse, and there would be like a rooster that would like cock-a-doodle-doo at 4 a.m. in Central Square, Lynn, which is a very funny spot.
There used to be a 5-stool barber shop in the basement of this diner, apparently.
Yeah, this thing's been around
yeah.
for almost 100 years.
Look, it's got a glass countertop, so that while you're eating at the counter, you can spy on all the enticing desserts.
Yeah, which they actually do have in there,
Yeah,
being used for its
below
original intent. And this
Yeah.
thing, it's in general, it's so well preserved. It's beautiful.
Gorgeous in here.
These stools, we also think are original.
I think, like, look at the way they're riveted in there, like the leather top. I think that might be, if not original, it's pretty vintage. It's awesome.
Also,
I think
maple syrup
This is just the default
in a tub.
So we're thinking that like, compared to a lot of the Worcester lunch cars we've gone to, this is a lot more. There are a lot fewer frills on display here.
Right.
But we think that just means this would have been like a slightly lower end product because a lot of the stuff, like this tile, is very clearly original because all these stools are still bolted in.
Oh, right.
The tables aren't original, but the counter is, the wood trim is, this porcelain ceiling, that's original. Like,
Yeah.
This is all the original surfaces have been maintained, and even though it's less ornate than a Worcester lunch car, it just means that this was originally designed that way.
So it's really well preserved. It just wasn't as ornate to
For what
begin
it
with.
is, exactly.
Most of the diners we've seen, especially from this era, have had a barrel roof, which is basically like it's like a curve. This is called a monitor roof, where you can see it's like kind of thing and then up and then another thing. And it was basically designed to look like a train car, which based. This is also a cool spot because all the cooking is done behind the counter.
This is the way all diners were originally manufactured. Most diners eventually expanded towards the back with a new kitchen, but since this is right up against the building, there's no room to do that, so all the cooking still goes on behind the counter.
Our sizzling food has arrived.
It's here, baby.
Here's my short stack of French toast, which
There
looks
goes the $4.55.
spectacular. Oh.
Now it's time for a bathroom review.
Woo. To the bathroom. So that's where the barber shop used to be, down that way. But here's the bathroom, which is very nice.
All right, the Capitol Diner in Lynn. Such original condition. Not only is it very old and like a monument to another time, but it's also a kind of rare variety of diners. So the fact that it's been preserved so lovingly is mind-blowing. Like, the only thing that had been replaced in there was the tables, I think. The service was pretty good.
Yeah, it was nice. I mean, it was very fast and very nice.
The food was like perfectly good diner food. Like, I'm not sure I'd make a specific trip for this food.
Yeah, like it was good French toast, but it wasn't like mind-blowing. The price is very good. Well, transit accessibility, we've been doing the review this whole shot, and we're already at the Lynn Central Station, which, in fairness, like, no individual bus here is frequent, but this is the hub for every bus route in Lynn. Plus the commuter rail once the station opens again. Wherever you are on the North Shore, you should be able to get here decently easily. We are going to give the Capitol Diner a 9 out of 10.
Which, hey, that indicates a pretty incredible diner.
Oh, it's amazing. All right, well, let's try to find some shelter.
Miles and Jackson visiting diners.
Here we go, 442 to Wonderland. Well, your local idiot misread the destination sign. We're going to Marblehead, not Wonderland. Yeah, okay, so we're not the only crazy people.
All right, this is the right 440.
Yeah.
This video comes to you live from an Excelsior where I unwittingly picked Miles' least favorite seat on the entire bus.
Why'd they put this here? I want legroom. We're now beginning the long journey to Victoria's Diner. This is going to be like a bus to subway to BRT to commuter rail trip. Yeah! The camera lens is foggy. I'm sorry.
Ooh, it'll be positively a 3.
Driven by operator
4289628.
6.
It's the industrial area of Lynn.
I feel like we're always passing through a neighborhood that you call the industrial area.
Really?
How many industrial areas does this city have?
Oh, drawbridge. I always love the drawbridge
We went across the open great span.
We're making the Point of Pines deviation, which almost never has anyone waiting for it, so we'll see if we get lucky today. All right, looks like there's someone waiting, so we got lucky. This deviation was useful today.
Waiting at the Point of Pines.
Thank you. Wonderland.
2, 3, 4.
Could last forever. Open air we found Wonderland. You and I got lost in it, and life was never more but never better.
Miles, get the body of water.
Well, while we were getting lost in Wonderland, we apparently left Wonderland because we're now somewhere between Orient Heights and Wood Island. This is us.
Oh, this is us.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And if we go quick enough, oh no, we missed this is where it goes from overhead power to third rail power, but we were too late to watch the pantographs come down. Well, looks like...
Not a dual mode, alas.
Oh well. We could do the World Trade Center trick to see if we can get a dual mode. And it might save us time. No,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, all right.
Now you'll all find out what the World Trade Center trick is.
This is the big dig.
Thank you. So this is the World Trade Center trip. We've just gotten off outside of the World Trade Center station. This bus is going to go over the Silver Line Way. So basically what we can do now is go into the World Trade Center station and get an earlier Silver Line because that bus has to go out. So we save time. This is such a good trick. You have to do. You need to have a monthly pass or just like spend another $2 or whatever.
This is how you really do a BRT. Like it's subway-esque infrastructure.
Look, Jackson, it's holographic fish.
Whoa!
They move when you move. Just checked the tapes. This is actually the previous SL3, so we have actually saved quite a bit of time. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, South Station.
There goes the trolley bus.
Why couldn't we have gotten one? You'll note that the red line is closed because of the shuttle bus that we'll have to use later tonight. But that doesn't matter because we're taking the commuter rail. Is that... It stopped filming. It stopped filming. I did a really funny thing. It stopped filming.
So we're meeting us on such short-ass notice.
No, you're short-ass.
So Mark, remember how last time we took you to a really amazing, like early 50s, beautiful diner?
Yes. Are you going to disappoint me?
Yes.
Okay.
So because we're taking the Fairmount line, we get to use this cool fare validator that just kind of grants you passage on the Fairmount line.
Just the same fare validators from the Green Line.
Well, yeah, but that's okay.
Yay!
All right.
Hey!
Yay!
Another paper ticket.
Woo!
Others corner.
Oh, the voice is reading all the stops.
Very slowly.
Four corners.
She's really taking her time.
We're actually using a 3-seater for its intended use.
Hey!
I hate 3-seaters.
This is Cabot Yard where the Red Line cars are stored.
Now approaching new
Oh.
to the black box.
That is us.
Alright. Oh, that was fast. Thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you. Oh, perfect stop. That's awesome.
Welcome to Newmarket, the home.
Yay!
Miles, is this the industrial area of Boston?
This is one of them. So we predict that that brick thing is the diner.
Oh wait, I see the roof line. That's the diner. All right, so we're at the Victorian Diner, which, as you can see on this side, it kind of has this little like flared '60s roof line.
That's pretty cool.
It's got this like mosaic, like popcorn ceiling thing.
I hate that.
You ever want to just go up to a building and cut yourself?
This is the only like environmental, as it's called, diner in Boston. Like, meaning it uses kind of like earthy materials.
Right.
This is actually the third diner on the site. The Georgines family operated like this diner dynasty in this location. First, they used this Worcester lunch car that was called the Old Colony.
Okay.
That was quite a sound. That diner was later moved, so this picture isn't actually right here. Their second diner was an O'Mahony in 1949, which, as you can kind of tell, is in this exact location. And then this is the current diner that's here.
It's pretty much the same.
A 19
T bus stop right outside. I don't think it's there anymore.
They kind of have started rebranding it as like a faux 50s place. So I kind of wonder what that looks like. This is kind of a sedate 60s diner with, like, you know, earth tones going on, but they've got this new neon sign, which I love, by the way.
Yeah.
And this sort of thing here, which I'm not really sure how those will integrate. So we should also note that we originally planned to have lunch here with the author of this book, Richard Gutman. And when I messaged him on Facebook to ask if he was into that idea, he said that recently he had a, quote, terrible experience at this diner, would not be patronizing it again, and the Georgines family, who ran this diner for generations, must be rolling over in their graves.
So instead, you thought of bringing me along.
Exactly. So our first thought when we heard that was Mark.
Oh, great! Caution. Watch your step. When not
Yeah, right. Not,
Oh, actually, no, that's valid. There's a step here.
Thank you, Mark. Okay.
Interesting.
L plus ratio, plus book menu, plus Comic Sans.
Keep going.
And it's not focused on anything, but
I'm very excited to get my French toast.
But it does look delicious. It's challah bread dipped in delicious cinnamon and nutmeg batter.
Even
I'm
it's delicious in the
intrigued.
menu. Like, that's how you know.
Hey Jackson, are those light fixtures original?
No, this is like an imitation 50s vibe inside an authentic 60s diner.
Are these light fixtures original?
No.
Is the roof original?
No, it's not. The beams would have been in these places, but they've been repainted black.
Is the floor original?
No.
Is the table original? Is the pagoda original?
No.
Is anything in here original?
Okay, so it's worth noting that my usual choice of dish is called at this diner the No Meat Basic.
Ooh.
It took me a while to find it because I was looking for, I mean, justifiably, I think I would say, you know, 2 eggs.
I like the menu names. There's also the Hangover Burger if you're in that kind of mood.
Which,
Mark. I'm kidding. Well, even though it's not original, we've got maple syrup in a tub. Jackson, is this weird cabinet you found original?
We found the only original element inside this diner. Also, this wood paneling, which has been painted aqua blue, was also probably original, but, you know, it's not really the original spirit.
Do you think there are fuses in there?
Hey, do you guys want to have fun and short out the power of this place?
That's really tricky.
Don't look at the floor too closely or you'll go on a trip. Mark, you're the wild card. What'd you get?
I got hash it up.
Jackson? Scrambled eggs?
I got a sausage.
And then, this is supposedly challah bread, although it's a little skinny.
Now it's time for a bathroom review. Woo.
Gentlemen. Interesting walls.
One thing you have to say is that this diner is pretty transit accessible.
Now it's time for the review of Victoria's Diner. Was it as bad as Richard Gutman said? It was okay.
I feel like one pitfall of this expedition is that at this point I'm just kind of like, that was eggs.
Yeah. Scrambled eggs is a lot less variation than French toast, which was like fine. Honestly, the big thing with this is that it's very pricey.
The service was really fast, and like, the waiter was nice.
The originality is not.
Outside the diner is pretty well preserved, but inside they've got everything. Nothing original in there. And honestly, to be honest, I'm not inclined to rate a 60s diner too highly in Boston. We have so many brilliant time capsules of like the 40s and 50s.
Transit accessibility, the Fairmount line is right here. That only runs every like 45-ish minutes at most. The 8 and the 10 buses stop close by at that shelter down there. And then the 16 is like kind of close-ish, which is a little more frequent. It's okay, but it's not amazing. So with all that in mind, we are going to give Victoria's Diner 6 out of 10. All right, guys, let's go to the vet.
Food criticism on Miles in Transit.
So now we're walking to the Boston Animal Hospital, which Mark has actually been to several times and has no idea that it's actually an old diner building.
I didn't even know. It didn't look like a diner from the outside.
I don't know if I've ever seen this before. A painted sidewalk. It's like a bike lane. Oh, right, because it's green. Who knows? This is going to be an interesting problem to tackle.
Industrial part of Boston.
On our walk, we've ended up at MBTA Southampton Garage, which is where the articulated buses are stored.
We found the dual modes.
Yeah, they have like special little wires just here. Are you telling me this was a diner?
Apparently in 1974, I want to say Fodero.
I think it's a Fodero. I wonder if it looked this bad when it... It's just an office park. Like, it just looks like an office building.
If you see like that row of windows.
It's got the row of windows, yeah.
Like the stone facing. It's built as a diner.
My Ken went to have his teeth looked at here.
Oh my.
To all my sources, this was built as a diner. After consulting the scriptures, we found out that this was actually a 1971 Fodero. In 2005, when this book was published, this was known as Beckwith Elevator.
Oh, they used to make elevators?
So before being a vet, this used to be an elevator office.
Oh, we've got to tell Jaqueline about this later.
So I think we really have legitimately exhausted all there is to say about this place.
Next diner!
Streamliners.
We're now heading to Brighton to visit an abandoned diner called the Pig and Whistle.
This is going to be a really exciting one. It's really intact, apparently.
Ooh, okay. So we're trying to get this 10 in 0 minutes. You can see that it does this. Did you just swear in my video?
Oh, what?
No, okay. So we're trying to get this 10 in 0 minutes, but you can see that it deviates. So we're actually going to try to cut it off at the next stop after the deviation. This is a fun place to get the bus. It's a pork chop in an industrial area. This type of island is called a pork chop, I think, right, Mark? You would know that better than me. This is one of the most desolate views of a T-bus. Yeah.
There's some classy ass bay windows going on here.
Oh, love the bay windows. Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
This one made its lights brighter when it entered the station.
That's an interesting move.
We're now traveling the line that Miles exposed.
Oh, don't reference that. Okay, Jackson, request our next stop.
Where? You have
to find it.
You have to pull.
No, don't give any hints. Don't give any hints.
You have to pull the wires.
Don't give me any hints.
All right.
Well, now Mark, you're just giving misleading hints. Oh yeah, you can do that. Yeah. Thank you. All right, Mark's running. Good to see you. Have fun. Yeah, getting the 47. And we're getting the 57, which is right here, which is easy. Yeah, so we decided to get the 57 from here because, well, we were like, oh, we'll wait with Mark for his 47, but no.
47 turned out to be around the corner.
That's our train going through the intersection. Here comes our bus. Will we beat the train?
Get out of here, Beeline.
That means buses are better than trolleys.
Just letting you know on Jackson's behalf, this statement was a joke.
This is Packard's Corner where the B splits off. There used to be like kind of a stub track for the old A trolley, which is what this bus actually replaces.
Really?
Yeah.
I always wonder where the A line went.
Okay, one of the reasons I routed us on the 57 is because I wanted to see the rain bolt billboard. There it is. He's a GeoGuessr YouTuber.
Are we in fact in
He
Boston
bought a
Miles?
billboard. Yeah.
Finding where I am on Google Maps with 0.1 seconds, a black and white screen, and checkerboard screen. Thailand. Nice.
Thank you. I will say this neighborhood would be way cooler if there was a trolley running here, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I know. The A-line, that would be awesome. Also, that was an example of the automated announcements saying Saunders Street proving extraordinarily helpful, because Miles heard that and it went...
Nice. This is a really cool sightline with the street curving, single family houses here, but like dense, and then just these tall buildings in the back. It's our first time seeing a New England staple, the thickly settled sign.
What?
It means like it's dense, so like
It's
go,
dense, so go
slow.
slowly. Okay. 25 miles an hour would have sufficed.
Whoa!
Alright, we got us an abandoned diner.
I adore the sign, first of all.
This is the Pig and Whistle Diner. It's a 1952 Mountain View, which was manufactured in
Singac?
Singac, New
Oh,
Jersey, yeah.
yay!
It was originally delivered to Watertown, where, according to the book, Pat's Diner and The Funeral Home are now located. Then it was moved here later. It's been closed since 2002.
I did not realize it was closed that
For
long.
something that's been sitting abandoned for 21 years, it's honestly not in bad shape at all. One modification they've made is that the corner windows of this diner were very likely originally curved.
Yeah.
And in order for them to put those kind of like corrugated metal delivery doors in, they squared off the corner windows.
That's too bad.
I think it could pretty easily be brought back.
Yeah.
Little love. Get under.
So this window is, I guess someone peeled it back, so we can see, yeah, not in great shape inside,
in there.
but
There's still some original stuff going on in there, but not that much.
goodbye, Pig and Whistle. Now we're walking to the 70 to head over to Watertown and visit another diversion diner called
See which eatery they're digging the most.
What's this delightful thoroughfare we're passing over?
the beautiful Massachusetts Turnpike.
I am so overjoyed at this moment. Miles, why are there holes in your hat?
It's a face. This has never been in a video before. It's been in a live stream.
Whoa! Whoa, who is that?
I don't know. My dad got this hat years ago and gave it to me, and I never put the face on because my glasses get in the way. We're on this bus for 6 minutes. Probably less because I didn't film until about 2 minutes into the ride, so what, 4 minutes.
So we just passed a shopping center that contains the RMV, which is the place,
Watertown Mall.
which is the place where Miles got his driver's license.
Stop requested.
Alright, well, this place has the coveted 1 out of 5 star "This was a diner" rating on dinerville.info.
Which is a very good resource if you're looking for diners.
It's got that telltale row of windows that indicates it was probably a diner. So according to that website, which I'm just going to kind of quote from,
Yeah.
1929 Worcester brand diner, serial number
Where was it built?
651. It was built in
Worcester, Massachusetts.
So this was formerly the Puritan Diner of Saugus.
Okay.
I guess before that, it was Goulet's Diner of Woonsocket, Rhode Island.
Woonsocket.
Honestly, we're not really sure how much of the original diner structure remains.
There's no barrel roof. It's just like a popcorn. Well, not a popcorn thing. It's just like a ceiling.
Exactly.
Are we gonna go in? I don't think we need to go in.
I don't think we know.
I mean, it might be very good. No comments on the food. I'm sure it's a great
Yeah, right.
restaurant.
We're not trying the food. We're not judging it as a restaurant. We're judging it as a diner with dubious originality. Okay, so we were just talking about how, like, why would you even use a diner frame to begin with if nothing's original? And then we realized that from this angle, you can kind of see the barrel roof from the outside, so
Yeah.
it's not much, but I guess there is a diner in there somewhere.
We're getting the 70 back to Central Square, and then we're gonna head down to the
Food criticism on Miles in Transit.
which is definitely not like down the street from the Victoria Diner, which was like 2 diners ago.
At a certain point, we just need to give our stomachs a break.
I'm way in digital zoom and not focused, but there's the bus. We forgot to mention, Jackson got a mug at Victoria's.
Boston's biggest and best diner since 1949.
This is a sign that you forgot to say the thing you always say.
What do I usually say? It's a body of water. Miles, film the body of water.
We're crossing into Cambridge.
We're passing Yale over there. Yoink. What am I filming?
Just the Cambridgeport architecture, which is all colorful and fun.
I think that describes the rest of Boston.
Thank you. Oh boy, there's a whole fun array of colorful buses running on the Red Line shuttle today. Oh, and it's Guitar Bear!
He's playing right on down the line!
Oh my god, that's awesome! Wow, a Hampton Jitney bus on the shuttle. That's like a luxury bus that goes out to the tip of Long Island. But thankfully, our one approaches.
As Guitar Bear launches into Baker Street.
Yes, the very crowded one, as is typical. A couple people got off and we managed to get seats on this increasingly packed bus.
Hi, my name's Jackson. I don't put my bag on the seat on a crowded bus.
Yeah, that would be an asshole
move to do.
I mean, the view here is very good. This is worth it, even though it's out of focus. As it tends to do, we're emptying out nicely here at Hines, and right outside of Berkeley College of Music, where Jackson could easily go if he wanted to.
Oh my gosh, except for the fact that I'm 26, but thank you, Miles.
Oh, that's true. There's the Christian Science Center, which is home to the Maparium, where you go inside a big globe.
Is it flat?
Stop requested.
Thank you. All right, so now I think we just walk down there and we'll get to the diner eventually. Good to be back at the Newmarket industrial area, huh?
Wow, this is the industrial part of Boston. Right across the street from the T-Mobility Center
is the Liberty Diner. What's it look like? What's it look like? Oh.
I hope it's open.
Yeah. Oh.
It's locked.
Oh no. Why? It's supposed to close at 7. And it's 6. There's no one in there. Although, why would they leave the TV on? That's just a waste. There are people in there. Hang on.
So, we just went in.
They were like, not the kitchen. There's no food.
So I guess it's just a bar right now. It didn't look like there were any patrons inside there.
All right, Jackson. What's the deal with this abomination?
What's the deal with this diner? This is a 1930s Worcester lunch car. It is the 3rd location for it. It was first in Nashua, New Hampshire, where it was, I'm just cheating here. It was called Walsh's Diner in Nashua, New Hampshire. Then it was moved to Stoneham, Massachusetts, where it was named O'Grady's. And then it came here. It's got a Maunder roof from the 30s, but it's kind of been expanded towards the front with a brick addition.
Yeah, I guess this is technically like a full-scale diner that we're not giving a review to, but as far as I can tell, we're not missing much.
Food criticism on Miles in Transit.
Okay, this is a reconnaissance mission to try to get back to the Liberty Diner and actually have a meal. I just missed a 10, and next one's not for another half hour, so I'm gonna try to go to Ruggles on the Orange Line to get an 8. I'm at Back Bay, by the way. We stopped just before Ruggles, which is my stop. There's a train in the station. Quite possibly screwed up, because I don't know why else the train would be sitting in the station, so I might have screwed myself with this one. Well, I say that. We started moving very slowly, but we're moving. Oh, we made it to Ruggles, so we have plenty of time to get the bus now, about 4 minutes. Plenty of time, it's enough time. The 8 takes a very residential route to get to Nubian, and I quite enjoy this tiny street with protected bike lanes and some pretty nice new development. Nubian Station, which I actually don't think we've been to yet in this video. Now's the part of the 8 where we just go along the Silver Line for like half the route. Oh my gosh, we caught up to the 10 that I would have got. So if we can pass it, then this whole deviation would have been worth it. Oh man, the 10 is long gone now. I don't even see it. Well, it was a valiant effort. Thank you. Oh, look at this. New protected bike lane, new bus stop locations. And when we passed the diner, it said open. And there are cars parked in it. I think that's a good sign. I think I enter from this side. Well, this side's not great either. I'll try the other side. Yeah, I guess this is it.
Menu shot, menu shot. Right now you're looking at the menu shot.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sure. Okay.
Now it's time for a bathroom review.
Woo. All right, the Liberty Diner. I've kind of walked a ways down because they didn't want me filming in there, so I had to kind of be discreet with a couple shots that you'll see over the course of this review. I'm gonna start with the positive. The French toast was very good, and it was very cheap. It was $6.32 for a fairly sizable portion of French toast that had really good butter. The presentation of that French toast, it came in a styrofoam like tray. I don't know about that, but you know, it actually was very good. In terms of originality, there is not much at all. You can see the monitor roof up above the bar, but the booths have been gutted. It's basically all been gutted. Now it's basically just a bar, but what's weird about it is that it doesn't have bar hours because it closes at 7 p.m., which I find very strange. So in general, there's just like some weird things about it. They were very nice besides the no filming thing, which I thought was a little strange, and the last time we came there was that kind of odd interaction too, so I don't know what's up with that, but the people in there were generally very nice. Oh, by the way, put this in the review. The transit is fine. It's basically 2 or 3 pretty infrequent bus routes and then the commuter rail, so it's okay. And this is certainly a place to go if you want good food, just like good food, no frills, cheap price. This is the place for that in this area, but I'm gonna go 5 out of 10, and that's partially because, you know, our priorities are very much aesthetic and the place just isn't that original, but if you're looking for good food at a good price, you can't go wrong with a Liberty Diner. Now back to whatever diner is next.
See which eatery they're digging the most.
We're gonna get the 10 up to Back Bay and then take the orange out to Malden for Crazy Good Kitchen, our next diner.
It's gonna be a good one.
Yes, we promise. Way in the distance is the 10. This is charted territory, so we'll see you when we get off at Back Bay. Oh, thank you. I almost forgot. All right, Back Bay, now we're gonna get the orange line up to Malden. So this is an old transfer machine that you would use to get on the 39 bus.
Oh, wait,
it's
really?
very jank. I think you can hear, yeah, you can hear it like trying to print out a ticket, but it doesn't have paper anymore, obviously. Not to mention the official name is the Ticket Spitter.
This Is Us by Mark Knopfler and Emmylou Harris.
Yeah! I don't know what you just said.
Once again, we find ourselves in the orange line with the color combinations that make it look like a preschool. A 1, 2, 3.
B-roll shot, B-roll shot. Right now you're looking at the B-roll shot.
Oh, that was a nice harmony. You wrote that.
You knew what we were going for.
Apparently, no, yeah, we generally didn't discuss that.
All
right. And now we get a bus, but then we'll be there. No, not in service.
Oh, man.
No, maybe it'll become our bus. Because it's at the, oh, yeah, there we go, yay!
Salem Place.
Oh, that stop is Salem Street at Salem Place.
Salem Place. Smash that mother effing subscribe button if you like this content.
Hit it quick, hit it quick, hit it quick. Oh, the red light helps. Thank you. Maplewood Fish Market. What a great diner. Let's go. So we're gonna walk down Maplewood Street for about 6 minutes and then we'll get there. Whoa, ho, is that a barrel roof?
This diner's tiny.
I hope they have a bathroom. Wait, oh right, I remember this one now. This one literally doesn't have any attachments, I don't think, besides this kind of wraparound porch they put in.
Oh, wow.
Okay, well here we go. This is Crazy Good Kitchen, which is a seemingly decently busy burger place.
Let's check it out.
Oh, I see what they did.
Oh, it's just
so they turned the diner into the like actual cooking area, and then we get the porch.
Nice.
Which means there are no bathrooms, as the sign says. Okay, well.
Menu shot, menu shot. Right now you're looking at the menu shot.
Yeah, shot of like the porch.
Yeah.
So it turns out that what they've done is they've turned the diner into a kitchen, which means they basically scrapped everything in there, I assume.
Right, the exterior is fairly original, but they surrounded the entire thing with windows, built this big wraparound porch with a counter where you can sit at and eat what you get.
But like it's not heated, so it's like freezing in there.
We were kind of expecting one of those places that's kind of been turned into a nice
kind of bougie, hipsterish gastropub where everything's $16 and there's plenty of menus written on chalkboards, and there's a nice bathroom where you can see all the pipes in the ceiling. But it wasn't really that. Alright, so this is a picture of this diner back when it was a diner. It used to be called Lulu's when this book was published in 2005. This is a 1933 Worcester lunch car, serial number 690.
Nice. Also, where was it built?
Worcester, Massachusetts.
It used to be kind of just like a basic lunch car. Now it's what we just described, somewhat disparagingly. We didn't try the food, so to be fair, we're not disparaging the quality of food at this place.
I think we're going to try to save our appetites for the next diner. Man, and we promised it would be a good one. I thought it was going to be really original. They've kind of turned into a
this video
different
is
type of thing.
Lame.
See which eatery they're digging the most.
Well, I found myself back in the area, so let's give this place a try again. Since we're now here in the daytime, you can see how they painted over what would have probably been wonderful porcelain and put these big QR codes on the side, and then kind of put the wraparound porch, because they turned the diner into the kitchen, so you have to eat on the porch on these weird high chairs. Maybe the food will be good. All right, we're now on the porch. You can see the high chairs, and I have my fried chicken sandwich here. It's called the Fry Me Up, and it costs $10.5. So I guess we'll see if it's worth $10.5. I'm sure it's pretty good. Okay. You know what? That was actually a pretty good sandwich. I mean, the ambiance in there is all out of whack. Like, you have to order on your phone beforehand, and then you're kind of stuck on this porch because they turned the diner into a kitchen, which just seems like kind of a travesty. But taking all that aside, if you're looking for a place with pretty good chicken sandwiches and burgers and stuff like that for takeout, you're not gonna go wrong with Crazy Good Kitchen.
Although, addendum to the addendum, be prepared to start getting really weird emails if you eat there. Also, why is the history of the diner a selling point when they've completely besmirched said history? Anyway.
So, yeah, back to the show. All right, we know you're getting sick and tired of these boring diners. Well, the next one is a classic.
Watch the South Street be closed.
No, it's open 24 hours. I hope.
Miles and Jackson visiting diners.
Watch the South Street have mysteriously remodeled since we were there a couple days ago, and is now very badly preserved.
All right, I'm an idiot. I'm tired, but I'm an idiot, and I'll say that. We were supposed to be waiting at this 106 stop, but we were waiting over there, and we saw the bus come around, turn there.
It's okay.
Well, yeah, we think we have a plan B. We're gonna walk over to the 105, which, hey, that'll be a different alignment, so it'll be a different experience. That's actually why I had to miss the bus, is so that we can like fast walk for this bus that's a 15-minute walk away and it leaves in 12 minutes.
Wow, it's only 7:35 p.m. We're already reaching the manic stage of tonight's festivities.
Well, if you thought this video is getting boring, think again! I think we benefit if we cut across the field of this high school. This ramp maybe doesn't help us. Oh, that's fine, okay. There's apparently like a trail over here. Okay. And it's open, and okay. Well, this looks non-sketchy enough. Let's just go. There's the bus stop. We have 5 minutes till the bus.
Sweet, sweet sight of an Excelsior. Want to cheese it?
No, I want Snyder's. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Whoa. 10 minutes till a Forest Hills train. How the heck are we gonna fill the time up?
1, 2, 3. Well, I don't know why I came here tonight. I got a feeling that something ain't right. I'm so scared, kids will fall on my chair. And I'm wondering how I get down the stairs. Climb to the left of me, don't to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Stuck in the middle.
Look, you know what? Half-assed acapella deviations are still acapella deviations. We're pleasing the fans. At least I hope we are. Comment below if you're pleased, or if you're not pleased. Just let us know. Give us feedback, and we'll not respond in any way. Thank you.
I can't wait to have some scrambled toast and French eggs.
Whoa, yeah.
Jules, thanks for this is unusable footage.
Whoa, perfect stop. Oh
my gosh, the red and orange.
Ooh, that's pretty cool. Look at us.
It's not downtown crossing. Hey, doing all these moves. That could be DDR. That could be on DDR.
Danny, don't pop at the bunny shop when.
Is that where you make your booty pop?
Oh shoot! No, I don't know what the words are. Yeah.
South Street Diner.
We made
it's
it.
not on North Street.
We made it. Oh, why do I keep falling for these stupid curbs?
Oh, are we doing this with your camera? Are you gonna send me the footage?
Yeah, we can send. I can send.
Oh, Jules, you're the greatest.
Okay.
This is the South Street Diner, which it was built in 1943 on site, but it's kind of the quintessential on-site diner that's been canonically absorbed into the diner
pantheon of diners.
Yeah, right. It may be built on site instead of in a factory, but this is the first diner that comes to most people's minds when they think of an on-site diner that's actually a diner. There was a Worcester lunch car on this site in the 30s.
Where would that have been built?
Worcester, Massachusetts.
Yeah, glad you asked.
That joke is so unfunny and you keep making it. Stop.
So in 1943, the guy who owned that diner wanted to build a bigger diner, so he demolished that diner and built this diner. It was called the Blue Diner at that point. It's been known by that name forever. In the 90s, for a brief time, it was called the Boston Diner, and in 1997, it was renamed the South Street Diner, which it is today. It's got some kind of cool streamlining on the roof going on there. Got some cool original Art Deco fixtures, like that door handle thing. So I'm really excited to go inside with you guys right now.
Oh, thank you, Jules.
Hey.
Menu shot, menu shot. Right now you're looking at the menu shot. Menu shot, menu shot. Right now you're looking at the menu shot.
This diner has history. Yay! Woo! Okay, now I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
All right.
Bye.
Godspeed.
Now it's time for a bathroom review.
Woo!
Aha! Cool mural and there's no mirror. I was gonna look at a mirror and like smile, but anyway, bathroom time.
I feel like there's not that much in here that's original. I imagine like some of the porcelain tile on that counter might be real, not the blue ones. This tin ceiling is an imitation of early 20th century store architecture, retail architecture. Although I think this is fake because this was built in the 40s and that would be imitating an earlier style. This is one of those places that's not very original inside, but they've definitely recreated the ambiance pretty well.
It feels like a diner.
French toast. Oh, thank you very much.
Perfect.
And there's the scrambled egg. It's nice.
Get ourselves back to the garden. This is CSNY to the Joni Mitchell song.
I got the same thing as
One of the safe cards.
But with different eggs. Does this count as maple syrup in a tub? I think it's tubby. It's pretty tubby. So just for the record, the French toast has an interesting taste. We're saying maybe it's wheat, but maybe it isn't. It's interesting.
Okay, I finally got my apple juice, and I want to note that it comes in a boba with straw.
I mean, it's the right time.
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
I'm really tired.
Okay. The South Street Diner, which we just got out of. What do we all think?
I think it was pretty alright. Definitely has some vibes going on.
There was some classic rock in there, which made it a
That
great
was
ambiance.
fun, yeah.
Apparently later in the night it gets super busy.
Oh yeah, they have a cool TikTok of like a party going on in there that I'll show. I'm not on TikTok. I just saw it on their website. An important plus of this diner specifically is that it's the one place in Boston that's open 24/7. Genuinely, all night, every day of the week. That's a huge plus.
My eggs were pretty creamy. I like the toast.
The food will just like, it's a good meal. It's an expensive meal. Transit accessibility, we can literally hear the roar of the commuter rail over at South Station, which is right there. So not only...
This is an Amtrak accessible.
Yeah, right.
You can get C&J.
You take Greyhound,
Peter Pan. You can take Lucky Star. Lucky Star.
Yeah. That won't have come out yet. Maybe. Well, maybe it will have. I don't know.
So with all those factors in mind, we have decided to rate this diner
7 out of 10.
Baby.
So we're leaving the South Street Diner. Jules is heading back to Quincy. We're heading back to Cambridge, but the red line is shuttled from Harvard to JFK. 2 shuttles. Yay.
3 shuttles.
Well, Jules, I think you have to walk all the way over there. Thankfully, our stop is right here.
Jules,
bye, Jules. Thank you for coming. I was kind of hoping for a coach bus, but it looks like we're getting a crowded city bus.
Get ready for LED lighting and loud engine roars.
I mean, I guess for modal diversity, it's a Yankee line bus, not a T-bus. Okay, actually, like, everyone's getting off, which is kind of nice. We'll be able to get seats. So fun fact that these buses are, like, designed to run shuttles, which is why all the seats are sideways.
I'm putting that in the video.
We've now made up to Haymarket. Here's the Holocaust Memorial. We're making our way downtown. Thank you. Alright, well that wasn't as painful as it could have been. I think I'll probably cut it off here. We're gonna go home and then we're gonna do more diners tomorrow. And there's some good ones, there's actually some good ones. Alright, well, see you tomorrow where we're gonna start with Lloyd's Diner.
All the way out in Framingham.
I wanna be where the people are, driving in my car, the land of hot dogs and freedom fries, under sunny skies of blue, all of the world is looking at me, and it's true, there is no place that I'd rather be. Each smiling face is in perfect health and in perfect wealth. Out on the street where the pace is fast, people bustle past to work in suits and in ties. They look so composed. It's non-stop, all around the clock. No places are closed. Worcester, Massachusetts, I'm holding on and I don't want to lose it. I want to be a part of it, in the heart of it now. La 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 la, la 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 la. I'll get my face on the silver screen, it'll be so keen. And all the big stars will know my face. Up in outer space, the moon is casting its glow as I fall in love. And there won't be anything left for me to dream of. Worcester, Massachusetts, I'm holding on and I don't want to lose it. I want to be a part of it, in the heart of it. Worcester, Massachusetts, I'm holding on and I don't want to lose it. I want to be a part of it, in the heart of it now. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Worcester, Massachusetts, 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 Worcester, Massachusetts. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. The Worcester Launch Car Company.
Hello.
Alright, good morning and welcome to day 4.
On the 77, day 4, good.
Yeah, well, full day 3. Like,
Wow.
total day 4.
We've been doing this for 4 days. Is that Jaqueline from Jaqueline's Homer Fun? Elevators, escalators, and more?
The one and only.
Wearing a Muni hat.
Wearing a Muni hat.
I'm actually glad you got on here, because that means that if we all miss the 66, that means we all miss the 66.
Yeah,
You get to make our excruciating 1-minute transfer with us.
There's our 66.
Will we be able to make it?
Vote now in the comments.
We have to.
Lower busway. Red line and bus.
At least we're not going through the surface.
Yeah, we have to go through this tunnel and come out the other side, and then we'll be able to get it. Okay, that's our bus running through. Oh my god. Oh jeez, this is not good.
I hope these people take a long ass time getting on.
Trying to get that 66.
Okay. Run.
Thank you. No!
This is my favorite MBTA bus route because it takes you literally everywhere. More importantly, it takes me personally everywhere.
It's the Home Depot 12 plus.
With a Christmas hat?
Wow.
Season's greetings in March.
Thank you.
Nubian Station.
I think it's this way, right?
No.
No? Oh.
No
I thought
way.
you live in this city.
Yeah,
I usually get off at the previous stop, but when I was plugging this into Google Maps, I had to get off at this stop instead. So I guess I've been doing it wrong for a while. Is that an elevator? Whoa!
No. Is it?
We gotta review it.
Oh my god, I guess we have to now. Okay.
Jaqueline, you gotta do all the
Honors.
all the work.
All the honors.
Oh.
It's not even open.
The
The button is lit up. I'm pressing the button.
0 out of 10. Hey guys, is this our train?
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to South Station.
Oh no, Jackson, we're not going there.
30 to 40 minutes behind schedule for the Worcester train.
What?
Between Framingham and South Station.
Is that this train? Due to an earlier mechanical.
Wait.
So is this train just super late? Oh, dotted Greyhound.
You don't have to go far. Charlotte, North Carolina.
That's pretty far. Also, this train is yet to show up, and we think it might be because the inbound was so late. Which is bad, because we already don't have that much time to do everything. Are we gonna have to run down the platform to get it?
So.
Okay. Oh, it's only 14 minutes late, I think. That's not bad. I stand corrected as 22 minutes late, so.
We might have to forgo Casey's this time.
Well, okay, we just get in the afternoon.
Yeah. She thought the view was beautiful, but I thought she was more beautiful.
Whoa, it's Lake Coochie Coochie. That was, I didn't know it was that funny. We're seeing if we can book a trip on the MWRTA Catch Connect from Framingham Station to Lloyd's
Diner.
Because it's a 15-minute walk, but this weird microtransit thing might help us, and it's run by a transit agency. It's actually their only service that runs on Sundays. Number of passengers, 3. Total fare, 0. Servicing your trip request.
I love it when I get serviced.
Trip ID 72675.
Driven by operator
It's gonna get there at 10:07. We're gonna have to like rush when we get there.
I mean, surely they'll wait for us.
Maybe it's like they wait for up to 5 minutes or something. I guess we'll find out. Thank you.
Miles is messaging the driver.
We just got off the train. We'll be there.
Hey, Jaqueline.
Hey. We'll be there soon, baby.
I just got splattered with some big, fat, juicy drops of rain.
Okay, the driver says, I don't know if you can see it, but the driver says, okay.
Shout out to the blue bikes just by the MWRTA shelter, far, far away from home.
They're going on a little adventure.
To Framingham Station. This is the place to be. There's nowhere else to be but Framingham, Massachusetts. Wait, how do I stop this? It has arrived.
This will be your first time on microtransit.
My first time ever on microtransit.
It's dotted.
No way it's dotted.
Is it dotted, or is that just like a decal?
No, it's. Oh wait, on the other side, it's not dotted.
Yeah.
Thanks for meeting us here.
Why'd they put in 69 Howard Street?
I don't know. I put in Framingham Station on the thing.
Oh my god.
That's bizarre.
I'm taking you to Lloyd's Diner?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we're oh, the seatbelt doesn't have a. Okay. Well. Oh, this looks great. Wow.
Thank you so much.
This was amazing.
It's a great ride.
We may well be back.
Have a good one.
Have a good day.
See you later.
Good luck on your hunt.
Thank you. This place looks amazing. Let me go over here and get the porcelain. Oh
I don't know
man.
what that means.
So that lettering is not painted on. That is all baked into the porcelain.
That's actually
So it's never fading, it's never coming off. People are dying to get into Lloyd's.
That's a knee slapper.
Okay, so this top picture here, this is a picture of Worcester lunch car number 783,
Where was that
which was built in
Worcester, Massachusetts.
So it was installed on March 22nd, 1942 in Orange, Massachusetts. In 1990, it was moved here from Orange, and Richard Gutman, who is the author of this book, and a graphic designer and an expert on diners.
And a very helpful resource for this whole video.
Yes. Designed these brand new panels that are kind of made in the vintage Worcester style that we've seen before.
I mean, it looks fantastic. Like
it does look fantastic.
We thought it was original coming in.
Exactly.
Are you gonna go for it now?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
What is that plastic?
I guess it's just, I don't know.
Here, I'll hold it above that.
If you want to.
It is heavy. Oh
If you want to, I'm not going to be telling you no, though.
There's a little baby plastic thing.
This is me picking up some cold hard cash because I assume the presence of this ATM.
Can I put this down?
Yeah.
Thank you, Jacqueline.
Means this is probably cash
oh, no,
only.
I bent it weird.
I mean,
It's probably okay.
I'm sorry.
Is this
you're
the
fine.
door? Oh.
Yes.
Wow.
All right.
Morning.
Hello.
3.
You can sit right over there.
Thanks. This is lucky because there's a whole second restaurant bit. We managed to get a seat in the diner bit.
Menu shot, menu shot. Right now you're looking at the menu shot.
All right, Jackson, there's a lot to talk about the inside of this.
We are currently transfixed by this absolute time capsule of a diner. All the details. Miles, pan behind you to look at that stained glass window. These booths are original.
The table's not original, is it?
Yeah, this
is original?
Yes, this is original table.
Oh my gosh.
This slab of marble here. I imagine the counter is probably something similar. This Brill in the corner is original.
Wow.
I'm OG.
There's porcelain tiles outside. There's also this original porcelain on the inside. This tile on the floor with like the alternating like ivory and like black and maroon. There's a strip of tile right there by the door, which is really cool. The ceiling is the original. That might have been added later actually, because I imagine the ceiling would have originally been wooden, but now it's like Formica with wooden dividers.
1 out of 10.
That light fixture probably has some original elements. We got that like air conditioning vent right above the exit sign.
I love the windows like in the barrel roof. That's such a cool touch.
There are doors on either end of the front, and both of them are open, so you can just walk in either side of the diner you want.
And they'll be like, "Hi, how's it going?" Like, they're so nice in here. And look, they're doing all the cooking just right there.
This might be the best diner interior I've ever been in.
This is so cool.
You've been in a lot of diners, Jackson.
First of all, it's been like 5 minutes since we ordered, and these guys' food have already showed up. Like,
Bacon, egg, and cheese. I'm so happy.
and then Jackson got the classic. It seems like they do have more cooking stuff because the food came out from here, but
yeah, I'm gonna start eating because I'm hungry.
Go for it. Yeah.
I give you a
Oh, thank you. All right, I'm gonna try it.
I don't know how to eat this because it's just everything's so massive and everything's just gonna fall apart once. Like, it's just so perfect. Like, I don't even want to touch it. I just want to like look at it and admire it.
This is a sandwich in its peak form.
And here's the French toast. It was a side order for $7. We got 6 slices. It looked fantastic. And a nice little tub of maple syrup.
After the people just vacated, this is a really good view of this booth. Which, look at this like ornamental like cabinetry at work.
Yeah.
That nice slab of marble. And we also got some really cool pictures back there of them moving this diner, because as you know, they're modular.
Yeah, they can move.
Now it's time for a bathroom review.
Woo.
This is the bathroom.
I'm a head out.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a
Bye bye.
This is a delightful place, by the way.
I love you have to close the door manually. I'm calling the Catch Connect to Casey's before we film the outro. And then when will the vehicle get here? Well, we have to speed run the outro.
How close is it to the commuter rail station?
It's like a 5-minute walk.
Okay, not bad.
Dude, position is 2. Does that mean it's gonna take forever to get here? Oh, I guess we'll have time to do the outro. Lloyd's.
That was bonkers, off the wall, fantastic.
Where do we start?
The bacon, egg, and
architecture?
cheese.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
That was an amazing bacon, egg, and cheese. I was like, this isn't some like bacon, egg, and cheese you get at Dunkin', because I'm used to those. This is like, it felt so real.
The French toast is just like, you bite into it, it's like, oh, it's so soft, and like the syrup was amazing, and
the eggs typified my favorite two-word combination on this planet. They were rich and creamy.
So the food is literally worth the trip. Like, it's actually worth coming out here just for the food, because it's so good.
The service was amazing.
Yeah.
It took such a short amount of time.
Right. It came so fast.
Like
Everyone in there was super friendly.
Not just the like wait staff, but also the just other patrons were like talking to us.
Other people were talking to us about our diner excursion and like commenting on like what we were saying about the diner. Inside, it is so original.
It's like you step back.
You step back into a time capsule when you enter this place. The hours are a little bit tricky. It's only open
till noon. Wow.
So it was kind of hard
Wednesday
to
through
schedule
Sunday.
to come up here. And also, even though like I'm a strong proponent of making this a 10, it probably isn't quite because the transit access is spotty.
Yeah, the Catch Connect only runs on weekends here. You could walk 15 minutes from Framingham too, so you could come on a weekday if you wanted to, but it's tough. It's not great transit.
It might be hard to get up here, but once you're here, it's really worth it.
We unfortunately have to downgrade the score to the lowly score, but this is still so amazing, but the lowly score of a 9 out of 10.
Just to be clear, we would give this a 5-star rating on Yelp.
Wait, can I start off the shot?
Yeah.
Okay. So apparently, they haven't been doing the next diner bit, which is really disappointing because that was one of the things I was looking forward to most from this adventure. So we're gonna do it.
Just for you.
Jaquelin's request.
Next diner.
Scrambled eggs and French toast.
All right, so remember when we said the connect?
What are you saying?
Okay, let's do this again. Okay, remember when I said the Catch Connect was great? Well, it actually sucks. No, it's not that bad, but basically I think
wanted
there's
to go
only...
to the mall.
Yeah, I think there's only one vehicle on Sundays.
Yeah.
So, and the driver was really nice, but basically, so that means that unfortunately it's gonna get here too late to A, go to Casey's, which is where we were originally gonna go, and B, get us even to the train on time. So we're just walking to the train. You might think this is an industrial warehouse, but it's home to the Teddy Bear Village. We made it back. It's sidewalked the whole time. It's not that bad of a walk.
Wait.
Is that an elevator?
South Station
in 10 minutes.
That is
18.
more
Yeah, 10
than
minutes.
enough time
To do an elevator review. Oh, don't. Come on.
What? That's how
Is
you
it?
get into
I know, but is it working? No, I hear something. Okay.
Wait, this is an MBCR sticker.
What?
Predecessor to Keolis. That is some.
Wow, that's an old sticker.
We're gonna get stuck in this elevator.
Yeah,
It's
we
gonna be
are.
all by my phone. Just for the bit. Okay.
There's nobody I'd rather be stuck with in an elevator than
It's dirty. Where are we going to?
2. It smells like cinnamon in here. I do like how there's a glass side.
Wait, this is a.
Yeah, what's the brand?
It expires June 30th, 2023.
Hey, so in August this thing was certified.
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay, that was good. You know, got
was
us here
okay.
pretty quickly.
I like the incandescent bulbs up there.
Okay.
What criteria do you usually use to assess elevators, Jaquelin?
You know, I don't do this often, but I feel like if it's like dirty, the floor is dirty, they got tape on here for no reason. And now we're going to just disregard that trip because we're going to walk down the stairs to go exactly where we started, which is kind of a little bonkers if you ask me.
So, Jaquelin, what's your score out of 10?
Like a 4.
Wow.
No. 5.
Will the South Station train rolling down the line.
Something down. Just keep your eyes on me. I said I'm holding back. I said shut up and dance with me. This moment is my destiny.
But now there's 2 different tempos going on. Shout out to Justin, who we ran into on the platform.
Yeah, Justin's
Hi,
a cool
Justin.
guy. He
Hi,
watches
Justin.
videos every Wednesday. Nice to meet you, Justin.
Thank you. And we're back. Jaquelin,
Yeah?
are you Zwesperchig?
No, but I'm bilingual. Nope, but I'm globally minded.
But are you New Grieg? New Gehrig?
I'm just curious.
Shout out to @San Pablo Avenue on Twitter.
Hi, Fern.
Or as City Nerd would say, whoa, Fern K. Han.
All right, time to get on Dot Express.
Everyone say bye to Jaqueline.
Bye, Jaqueline. Have fun.
56, service to Nubian Station.
All right, we're on our own now.
Now we walk to the 70 to head out to Wall. How are you gonna say it?
Waltham?
Waltham. Come on! Here's our bus. Continuing with the trend of today having much better diners than yesterday, we think this next one, 4822828. That was not bad. But yeah, so we're taking this to diners on the National Register of Historic Places.
Which is a big dealio.
I think it's gonna be pretty cool.
There's traffic, but behind it is the Charles River,
AKA
a body of water.
Also, this bus is satisfyingly busy. The Dorothy and Charles Mosesian Center for the Arts. We're in Watertown, so that means all the things
right
are
there?
Armenian. Oh, and there's Phở O Sha. I'm half Armenian, by the way. There's some Miles in Transit lore if you're interested.
Whoa, Miles, you're doxing yourself.
I was like, that building looks like a diner, and then it literally is called the diner.
That row of front windows in small size makes me think it might be something, but none of the diner scholars have ever pointed that one out anywhere, so I guess it's not.
I think I missed it, but we just went by the National Armenian Museum here in Watertown Square. My mom always says it's kind of depressing, but that's Armenian history for you. Thank you. Thank you. Craven Court. Oh, this stop will be closed on March 12th, 2023.
Foamer shot.
Wait, what day is it?
March 5th.
Oh wow, so we're using that stop one of its last days of existence.
Whoa, look at this antiquated ass looking and
plug and play PC. Wow.
Very evocative.
This looks amazing.
Oh, this is gonna be so cool. This isn't a great picture. We're about to go in the diner, so we'll see more of it for ourselves. But this is Wilson's Diner, which is on Main Street in Waltham. It's a 1949 Worcester lunch car. It's serial number 819 for those keeping score at home.
Worcester, Massachusetts.
As far as I know, these are the original porcelain panels. Like, this name hasn't been changed at all.
Wow. We've got kind of a crappy sign on top, but the diner below looks spectacular.
Menu shot, menu shot. Right now you're looking at the menu shot.
I'm so stoked right now to be eating a meal under a Worcester Diners clock. Like Lanna Ty from the other night, this says Worcester Diners instead of Worcester Lunch Car. So this is probably from the era in the 50s when they were trying to modernize, which means a couple of things. There's a lot of stainless steel on the interior, like around the menu boards, which note that the menu boards have menus in them, which is how it originally would have been done. You don't really see that many of those anymore because they like to give you paper menus and they'll just put whatever in the menu boards.
You get some wood on the edge.
We got the Thermical ceiling going on with the stainless steel dividers, which is very 50s. All that's original. Look at this really cool tile pattern. No two of these Worcester lunch car floor patterns has been the same, which is really cool. They got the original freezers down there.
Oh yeah, wait a All the cooking is done right here. There seems to be like no back, that's what I like to tell.
Really cool. So this is
one thing. Once again, seemingly like 5 minutes after we ordered, Jackson's food is
really
here.
Fast, yeah.
With this amazing looking
right behind
bread.
the counter. You know, it's very like short order. The art of the short order cook.
Jackson told me to get a shot of this empty booth while it's still empty. The French toast has arrived and it's doused in cinnamon. I am so excited. Maple syrup in a tub. A tub. I keep missing it. There's a really cool little cash register that like dings a lot.
The drink, they have coffee and a
Now it's time for a bathroom review.
You are entering the Wilson's Diner post-mortem.
Wow, that was, I mean...
that was an all-timer of a diner experience.
Yeah, so I think of any of the diners we've been to, we've been to a lot of classic diners, this one feels the most like a time capsule into the late 1940s.
Every diner we've been to, we've been like, oh, this has a nice interior, but it doesn't have a clock. This one has the original tiling, but the counters are different.
There's like
everything in this diner was original. The booths, the tile, the wood trim, the stainless steel, the ceiling, the counter, the freezer, the Worcester clock. Everything was original.
Not to mention that there's, besides a little bit of storage in the back, as far as we could tell, everything is cooked right there on the grill behind the counter. Like, There's a staff running back and forth all the time. There's this cool cash register that goes ding, 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 ding when they
It might be the original cash register.
It honestly might be.
So because of all of that, not only is it original fixtures, it also gives you a look into the original diner spirit, where everything was genuinely cooked behind the counter. Food was really good.
They doused the French toast in cinnamon. It was spectacular.
That makes Miles a happy camper.
Yeah.
The service was very nice.
Oh, they were so nice in there. And the patrons were nice. We met several diner fans who were just
Several
eating in
people were
there.
talking to us about the history of diners. We even met one really knowledgeable diner fan who asked us if we were going to the Deluxe Town Diner later and said, oh wait, but that one was built on site.
Yeah, right.
It's like he gets us.
One of the waitresses actually took a bunch of pictures of us in there, which was very nice of her.
So with all those factors in mind...
No transit. Hey, and it's not even that painful to get out here. This is on the 70 primarily. The 70 stops like right next to it. And that's a route that will never get more infrequent than about every 20 minutes for the hours this diner is open, which are before 2 p.m. So
that works for me.
It's also about a 10-minute walk to the Waltham commuter rail station, where you can also get basically any bus that serves Waltham.
It's a Lynn-like situation.
So if we were speaking candidly, I'd say the transit isn't perfect, but given that everything else in this diner is just so freaking awesome, we are going to give Wilson's the first ever 10 out of 10!
We finally found one.
Oh, it's so good.
We
Come to
finally
Wilson's
gave a diner a 10
Diner.
out of 10.
I mean, all these diners, or most of these diners have been fantastic, but Wilson's,
highest
we had to
marks
pick a best so
across
far,
the
at
board.
least. Wilson's. There's the 70 stopping right across the street from the diner as
the
Jackson
70
shows
rumbles
off.
by, I realized I forgot to show off the mug I got.
Yeah.
It shows the diner on it.
Oh,
That's pretty cool.
perfect. So now we have to head back out to...
Once again, it's time for commuter rail.
Which means that we get to get the commuter rail from Boston Landing once again. So we have some time till our 70s. We're going to walk to Waltham Center and get it from there. We probably should have asked Wilson's if they had a bathroom. It just seemed small enough that it might not have. But,
Let's see if this is locked or not. Okay. Alright, that works for me.
have
BRB.
fun. Ugh. But it turns out that the 70 is running 14 minutes late and we wouldn't make our train. But we are in Waltham, which is somewhat close to Auburndale, so we're now walking 56 minutes to the closest Worcester line stop. Waterfall! Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Was that an Anderson Fence Corporation fence? Wow! Whoa!
I wonder if this comes from the Boston location, the Medford location, or the
Acton location, or Anaheim,
California. If we became fence foamers, would you all become fence foamers too? Also, this is an old trolley median.
Which means these houses used to be on this road, but after the road got reorganized to get rid of the trolley, they now have their own little cul-de-sac. It's old buildings on that side of the street, but only newer buildings on that side of the street because they were presumably built after the road got widened.
All right, welcome to Auburndale, one of my least favorite commuter rail stations. And, well, it's a little clear why. Welcome to Auburndale Station. As announced to us with spooky graffiti font text, they've really plastered Auburndale everywhere.
Hey Miles, what station is this?
Newtonville. The train's in 10 minutes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow, I went by quick. Did something happen here? Okay, I guess you're just holding it because you're a weirdo.
I want to give you...
Okay, Jackson, this is a request stop, so make your intent clear when the train shows up.
It's coming from this way, right?
Yes.
Okay. It's slowing down. We successfully flagged it down.
Did I time this with a body of water? Whoa. That's perfect. There's the Charles River.
That's that body of water instinct, I think.
Thank you.
It's a little bit nipply out here, but spirits are high.
I mean, we're about to go to the oldest diner in
currently
operating
in the United States.
Which I think by extension makes it the oldest diner in the world, right?
I think so. The diner is a uniquely American construction. So.
Right.
Where the heck are we, Jackson? All I see is a bunch of lousy modern apartment buildings.
Well, we are beginning to enter eyesight of the oldest operating diner in America.
It's so small. It's so small. Oh my god. So wow. Get this Jeep out of here. Okay, here is Casey's Diner in its original or almost original location. It started out in Framingham. It was built in 1922 by Worcester lunch cars. Jackson, you gonna ask me where it was built?
Where was it built?
Worcester, Massachusetts.
This is the only remaining all-wood Worcester lunch car left. Then this guy, Fred Casey, bought it secondhand in 1927, moved it to Natick Center, where it was like in the center. Actually, might have been in front of that church, or at least it was in front of a church. I don't know.
Later that day.
Turns out Casey's was in front of the church I pointed out earlier.
We're pretty sure it was in front of this church because that's what it looks like in all the pictures we've seen of it, its original location. And it had to be moved because the site it sat on was sold to a bank, and this is a bank.
In 1977, they moved it over here because you can just move this thing really easily. And now it's here.
As you can see in that picture, it's like it's barely changed.
This place smells really good, actually.
I'm really excited.
It's famous for its hot dogs. I don't like hot dogs. We'll see. Maybe I'll get one. Maybe I'll get like a hamburger or something. Slide, yeah. Yeah, it says slide.
How you doing, guys?
Hi.
Menu shot, menu shot. Right now you're looking at the menu shot.
This is just a time capsule right here. I feel like we've said that phrase so much.
Time capsule.
But this is like the most time, even more than the last one.
This is 101 years old. This is a diner. It was
Wow.
built in the 20s.
Your hot dog came in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, right. We're still waiting for Miles' hamburger, so I'll take a second.
Look, we can see it sizzling right there. On all this like vintage equipment that all seems, I mean, not original, but very, very old.
We still got this really cool menu board, which Miles already built for part of the menu shop, but it's worth noting. There was a Clara story, which actually has windows. To get a little bit of extra light into the diner. Obviously, these stools are original. The wood backsplash, the counter,
The tiles.
on the floor, the radiator. I think that might have originally been a cigarette machine over there. It's like a 1 in a million chance because there's no other diners in the world like this. But
Yeah, this is
survived.
it.
Yeah,
This is it. Burger is here. This is a greasy, thick, fantastic looking patty.
This hot dog is snapping right now. Somehow they managed to get that exterior of the hot dog perfect.
First of all, I want to point out this vintage bottle opener, which is so cool. And they had these cool sandwich clamps to keep the sandwich clamped down. While it's on the oven.
Being grilled right in front of us.
So this, I assume, is the diner near when it first opened, and then this is the predecessor back when it was a lunch cart.
Yeah, this is definitely closer in lineage to a Worcester lunch car than a Worcester diner, I'd say.
Definitely.
Thank you guys. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Right.
Wow, that was so cool.
We just ate at the oldest diner in America.
So we just got out of Casey's, and I'm gonna call the Catch Connect because while it would be normal to take the commuter rail back, we basically just missed one. It's every 2 hours, and I thought, oh, we'll just hang out in Natick for 2 hours. But then I remembered we can take the Catch Connect to the Natick Mall to get the Framingham Logan Express to Logan Airport for some true modal diversity. I'm very
Modal
excited for that.
diversity.
Number of passengers, 2. Book. All right, currently finding a vehicle. Oh God, our position is 4 in the queue.
Oh, it'll take a while.
Man. Well, we'll probably still get on a bus earlier than when the commuter rail gets here.
Nice!
These services have a habit of becoming a victim of their own success because now that it's popular, we have to wait longer because 3 other people want to take this thing too.
Exactly. So now that like it's more popular, the service is getting worse.
Well, while we wait for our catch connect, let's talk about Casey's. I guess the number one thing, it is, I mean, a time-ass capsule.
It's one of those things like maybe like going to Valley Forge National Park isn't your favorite thing in the world to do necessarily, but you want to because it's historic. And right. Like even though there are some negatives about this diner,
which we'll get to,
we think it's a must because first of all, it's historic. It's the oldest operating diner in the U.S. It's 101 years old this year, and it's also
nothing like this.
Impeccably preserved. This thing was built for like factory workers to kind of take a quick lunch break between shifts.
Right.
It's wild that something like this led to what is eventually a huge factory manufactured family restaurant, you know?
Right.
Those may be both diners, but this is the real deal. This is the original. With that in mind, food was, I mean, pretty good. There were a couple of high school people running it. They did well enough. Transit accessibility was okay.
I mean, you're close to the train station, but the train is pretty infrequent. There's the Catch Connect on weekends, which is making us wait here for a while. On weekdays, you have the MWRTA 10 and 11 routes.
Right.
I think the 11 also runs on Saturdays.
So the history is the big factor here, but it's doing a lot of heavy lifting. So we're going to give this
a 9 out of 10. A must visit if you're in the Boston area.
And now we play the waiting game.
Yeah.
The Worcester Launch Car Company.
We've set up shop in a hipstery coffee shop, but our bus is now 20 minutes away at 5:03 p.m. Or it's coming at 5:03 p.m. Right now it's 4:45 p.m. I mean, I think we'll give a shout out to Sweetwater's Coffee and Tea for letting us sit there for a while. I mean, Jackson bought cheesecake, so it's not like we were like just camping out. It was a warm place. All right, just changed to 5:30. I think it might be doing another trip.
I swear to Steve Dunham.
We're back. We made another karma order so that we can justify sitting in here for another hour. Thanks once again to Sweetwater's Coffee and Tea for housing us while we wait for really infrequent transit.
Images that could be album covers.
That's a lot of local foamers. So even though it's our 4th time today taking this line, we are getting off a unique stop, that being Newtonville. And we're gonna get the 59 up to Watertown Square because we're heading to Watertown for the Deluxe Town Diner.
Heck yeah, I love riding the trolley bus.
Thank you. Yeah, so this one's pretty much identical to Auburndale.
Oh wow, good to see you.
Right down to the graffiti text. Let's see how long we have to wait. 25 minutes.
Nice!
It's always fascinating being so close to these highway signs and realizing that they're really big.
Miles said that exact thing verbatim 2 seconds before turning on the camera.
So there's the Star Market that was built over the highway.
Whoa!
I've always wanted to go in there.
Let's go inside and check it out!
Wow, an escalator right at the start.
Wow, that escalated quickly.
Okay, so this is just a regular Star Market once you get into it, but those are windows to the highway and they covered them up.
You can see the moon through there.
Oh yeah.
It's a very nice shot actually. Very aesthetically pleasing.
Over there is Watertown Yard where the A-line trolley used to end, and then subsequently where the trackless trolleys used to have some widerage stuff. Thank you. And we're now about to get the 71, which used to be a trackless trolley, and I'll put a picture up of me at this spot on the last day of trackless trolley service. Here comes the bus, which it's a Sunday, so it would have been diesel anyway, because they didn't run trolley bus on Sunday. This is our friends, Juliet and Will, and yeah, we're all going to the town diner, and here we go. I don't know what the point of this shot is. Jackson, say something.
Something.
This bus has to stop once. We've just been flying down. I love the 71 for what it's worth. Here we go past the row of Armenian supermarkets, all about different personalities, or as Jackson would say, supermarket-alities. Thank you. Oh, look at that transit accessibility right here.
Oh, this is so cool.
Okay, this is a picture from the 70s of the diner we're about to go into. Although it's only called the Town Diner here. The Deluxe came later. So this diner, people who owned it, they had a 1930s Worcester lunch car brand diner, like an actual factory-built diner.
Where would that have been built?
Would have been built in
Worcester, Massachusetts.
So in the 40s, they wanted to expand. Here comes the 71, by the way.
Yeah.
And they wanted to expand to this gigantic diner, and since manufacturers weren't making gigantic diners at the time, they just decided to build it themselves. So they sealed up the original lunch car, made it the kitchen of the diner, and built this really cool Art Deco streamlined diner around it. So we got some like glass block corners, which you haven't seen yet. Those were typically made by Paramount brand diners. This is a on-site one.
Yeah.
We have like these porcelain panels which are painted this really cool, well not painted, it's baked into the porcelain. This really cool combination of blue and cream.
That's cool.
We got a neon sign.
That's gorgeous.
Beautiful. So we're about to go in and eat dinner here, so I can't wait to see what the inside looks like. You guys ready?
Yes.
Let's dine!
Oh, heavy door, pull hard, okay. Oh, thank goodness.
A 1, 2, 3. Hexagon, hexagon. Right now you're looking at the hexagon.
Jeez, mine got a book menu. Oh, and in the back.
Whoa. So many options.
Here's the eponymous hexagon Jackson was talking about.
Now it's time for a bathroom review.
Woo.
That restroom. Okay. Ooh, black and white.
Meanwhile,
Miles, what'd you get? All right, Juliet, what'd you get?
Blueberry pancakes.
Heck yeah. All right, Will, what'd you get?
Egg meal over easy.
Whoa, that sounds like a snack and a half. All right, I got scrambled eggs as usual.
Thank you.
Let us eat.
First time eating over easy eggs.
Whoa! This is a big moment for Will. Okay, after the first bite of an egg over easy, what do you think?
Definitely had over easy eggs before.
Okay, Juliet here is really taking the time to like optimize.
Saving a little bit.
Yeah, right, yeah, exactly. They like their pancakes in a very nice way.
I'm back. Yay. This is the very first diner we've been to with maple syrup. Unfortunately, has not been in a tub.
So it's not a factory-built diner, but it does have a lot of really neat 40s details. Like, I mean, these booths would probably be original.
They sure feel like it.
Look at the tile on the backsplash of the counter.
Oh yeah, and the floor.
I'm a sucker for geometric stuff, so
Oh, that floor is really satisfying for that.
Well, get ready for some more geometric stuff because behind the counter and where the clock is,
Which also the clock is amazing.
you will notice sunburst pleated stainless steel, which is a really common thing in these diners in the 40s. Before stainless steel was kind of added to the outside, it was kind of one of these interior things that like made sure the cooking surfaces were sanitary. So like the kitchens of diners often had stainless steel in them before the outside did.
I also appreciate that even though they're not using it as a menu board, they still have stuff on the menu board.
And on either side of the menu board, there's that really cool like Art Deco stainless steel column thing we got going on. According to Miles, this bread can be described via the word
tangy.
Do you guys think that's a word that should be used to describe bread?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Bready is right there.
Well, Jackson, give me the camera now. We'll film you trying the bread and seeing if it's tangy. Maybe I'm just totally off base.
This is just wheat bread. I don't think they didn't really toast it. I think it's the problem.
Okay.
It does have a little after tang going on. Here, everyone try a bite of the bread. Time for a new episode of Is This Bread Tangy?
No.
No.
Of course.
It's bready though.
Update, Jackson gave me another piece of bread. This one isn't tangy, so it's probably just my bread that no one else tried, and therefore no one knows, okay? So I'm right, everyone else is wrong.
Just seething.
From the painted-on Wile E. Coyote tunnel file.
Acme stainless steel.
Alright, hello, it's Jackson. I'm in the bathroom right now, which is back in the kitchen part of this diner, and I'm looking up at the ceiling, and it's painted black, so you can't really see it that easily, but there's this wood trim that is kind of a smaller area of the ceiling than the entire ceiling. Do you see how, like, there's a soffit here? My theory, do you see how it cuts off at this wall? My theory is that this might be part of the original monitor roof of this diner. I can't be sure, but the evidence is pretty persuasive.
All right.
Hi everyone. What did everyone think?
It was
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, my food was pretty good.
Yeah, it's not like uber cheap, but it's not
it's the
uber
fact,
expensive.
Maybe it's the fact that I've already eaten like 15 scrambled eggs this weekend, but I mean, it was good scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything to write home about, but like that's also not.
I feel the same way with the French toast. I did like how the butter was very melty.
The
like
butter was good.
Yeah.
The drinks were really good.
Yes.
Yeah, good drinks.
The drinks were great. I got this orange creamsicle and frappe, and it was very good.
Actually, in general, just a very expansive menu. If you want a book menu diner, this is the place to go.
The service was pretty good, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, it took the length of me going to the bathroom for you guys to both order and get the food, so it was fast.
I think that has more to say about the time we spent in the bathroom. The architecture is stunning. I mean, look.
Yeah.
When we walked up to it, I was like, oh,
Look at the way it's reflected in the puddle, the neon.
like the curved glass.
So even though it's not factory built, it's still very much of the era and very convincing as like a authentic diner. And then the transit, you're basically just on the 71. You could walk to the 73 or the 70 if you wanted to, but those are all pretty frequent routes. I mean, the 71 is no worse than every 20 minutes.
Right here, there's a stop outside the diner where we got off.
Yeah.
71, which you can't really beat that.
I think all those factors combined give the town diner an 8 out of 10.
Look at the thick ass letters on that destination sign.
It's amazing. All right, we have this 71 to ourselves. Jackson knows what we're doing. We're about to head down to Ashmont to go ride some PCCs.
Yeah! I'm so excited for trolleys.
So following this montage of PCCs, you'll see us tomorrow at Buddy's Diner, the very last one.
Montage! There is a trolley line in Boston that uses vintage trolley vehicles. The vehicles were manufactured in 1946. The vehicles are painted orange with a cream roof. The vehicles were designed by the President's Conference Company Committee. The PCC! The PCC! The PCC!
PCCs
Rock on London! Rock
by
on
Wesley
New York!
Willis.
You gotta do something that'll look good in the montage, you know?
Okay.
I saw her coming, but in a way I did not. She was a woman, and I was new on the block. Whoa! It was a Friday on the Armenian Strip. She headed my way. It was a hell of a trip. Whoa! I could not believe my eyes. She was wearing a shirt of the Fountains of Wayne, and it took me by surprise. I was on high alert, standing there in the rain. Daylight was fading. She had her hair in the bun, and I was waiting for the 71. To look back over at Bigelow Ave, she had a backpack, a kind that I did not have. Whoa. As the bus came into view, I was fumbling around in my coat for the fair, when she asked me if I knew if it was going downtown, and I said, Horace, where? She was lost, I'm glad I found her, and I want to spend my days around her. I can see no end to what has just begun on the 71. Just begun on the 71.
That works for me.
That was really embarrassing.
Streamliners.
Okay, you'll note that that title card didn't say Buddy's Diner, which is a diner that we promised we'd be showing you right now. It turns out that we missed one. So yeah, we're at Sullivan Square, and we're heading down to Brighton to visit the Red Line Diner. I started filming too late, but I said thank you when I got off. The reason I got off is because Google Maps told me that I could take the 83 to the 64, and that sounded kind of fun, so I'm gonna do that. If I can get across here in the next 5 seconds. If I had stayed on that bus, I would have arrived at the diner 6 minutes later, so we are saving a lot of time. This street is so complete. There's a sidewalk, a bike lane, parking, and a bus. I guess a bus lane would make it even more complete.
And the font they used was completely asinine!
Thank you. Ugh, so late on these thank yous. We'll now be getting the 64 to Oak Square. That is not a 64. Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? All right, remember when I said that taking this 83 to 64 route would get me there 6 minutes earlier? Well, the bus is now running 6 minutes late. So it's almost here. Just has to clear this light, and then this street's not very complete, is it? We're on the bus. It's like a full seated load. It's almost like it's rush hour. Traffic has been really bad. We are 13 minutes late and counting. But I just checked, and the 86 I was on is also 13 minutes late. Miles, film a body of water. There we go. Looks like they're actually building on this land. I was gonna make a joke about how it's really ugly, but I'm seeing cranes. This might be a cool little neighborhood soon. Seattle.
Henry Road, Union.
Thank you. So the diner's in here. I actually see it down that way. So we go in. There's nothing saying no trespassing. This is just the New Balance headquarters. So this is obviously not an open diner. We're in the middle of a corporate headquarters. This thing has a long and storied history, as we'll find out soon. But right now it's just, you know, it's just kind of in this lot. And apparently it's pretty well preserved. I guess we'll find out. Here's the diner. This gate is closed. I'm wondering if we shouldn't try going around, maybe. So we're now in the Volvo lot. I think if we head straight, we'll get there. Again, no trespassing signs. It's just a bunch of really weird little parking lots. Actually, they're not little. They're quite big. I honestly don't have super high hopes for this. It'll be really funny if I just end up having to go back the way I came anyway. Wow, I have a bunch of old cars in there. This is apparently like a precious metals place. Oh wait, look, we made it. This is beautiful. I mean, just... who knew this was here? Okay, so this is a 1941 Sterling, serial number 4113. It was built by the J.B. Judkins Company, which primarily built cars. So I suppose it's fitting that there are 4 cars parked in front of it. This is the same company that built the Salem Diner, if you remember that one. But the difference is that this is not a Streamliner, but it still looks incredible. I mean, the ceiling, or the roof rather, curves in such a distinctive way. All of their diners would do that. I mean, this is an amazing shape. Okay, so this thing has had quite the storied history. I'm not even gonna pretend to hide the fact that I'm looking at the notes on my phone because it's been moved a million times. It started as the Englewood Diner in Peabody Square, right across the street from Ashmont Station down in Dorchester. Then it was moved to storage in Cambridge in 1979. Then it was moved to storage in Somerville in 1981. Then it was moved to Dorchester in 1984, and it opened again in 1986 and ran there until 1992. Then in 1992 it was moved to Ashburnham in storage. They tried to get it open again in Fitchburg in 1997, but that didn't pan out, so it got moved to Holden in 2000. And then in 2001, a movie studio wanted it, so they drove it out to Chicago and used it in a movie, which is insane. Then after the shoot, it got moved to Elliott, Maine to be attached to an on-site diner, but that never panned out, so it got moved to Salisbury, Massachusetts in 2003, and then moved here in 2012. This is just immaculate. They've got the original booths, the original counter, original tiling that's beautiful. There's like an original backsplash menu board thing. There's the original freezer with some really cool like green and cream designs on it. Sterling knew how to build a diner. These are just incredible. There's a cool window in the barrel roof. There are original light fixtures on the side. This is apparently not porcelain, and it's not an original name or anything, but they did a good job with it. I just can't believe this is here attached to like this random used metals warehouse thing. I thought it was a part of New Balance, like the shoe company. I think it still might be, and they use it for like events or something, but I don't even know. I'm glad it's preserved really well, but why hide it back here? It's like you go work for New Balance and you can get into this diner, I guess. All right, I'm back out in Everett Street. I guess they don't want people going in there because I had 2 separate people be like, this is private property. And I was like, but there's no trespassing sign. They were like, well, it's private property. And no one explicitly kicked me out, but the implication was that I should be kicked out by myself. So maybe don't visit the Red Line Diner if you can help it, but you can use this footage to pretend that you visited it and live vicariously through me. All right, well, now we return to me and Jackson to do the final diner for real this time.
Scrambled eggs and French toast.
Well, we both got about 5 hours of sleep last night. It's like 6:45 a.m. We're about to go to our last diner, which isn't right here. We gotta take another bus.
Last diner.
Scrambled eggs.
We've walked back a little bit because we had time to spare before the bus.
We're doing it Miles style. Oh, that was a voice crack.
Wow, we were here for 2 minutes and here's the bus. I guess the Miles style worked.
As that shot made clear, one of the coolest things about being awake at this hour is the sun is so low in the sky that every time the sun reflects off the surface, it's like you're getting beamed with a death ray. Miles, that's you, has informed us that we're getting off
the bus at Washington Street at New Washington Street, which is a very good bus stop name. Hi, Union Square, Somerville.
We're in
Bye, Union Square, Somerville.
There was a castle at the top of that hill. You need to see it. We will build a castle on the hill.
Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran.
Back door. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, on our last bus ride, we got a cursory back door.
Heck yeah. Back door to oh wait, it's here.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Right now you're looking at Worcester lunch car number 624, which was delivered in 1929 to Leominster, Massachusetts, which according to Miles...
Leominster.
Frickin' Massachusetts and its weird-ass pronunciation.
Where was the car built originally?
It was originally built in
Worcester, Massachusetts.
I'm really glad you asked, because I don't think we've gotten that fact in this video yet. It was moved here in 1951, and it's pretty original. It's inside. It's got the original sliding door going on there. But the facade is now covered with these cool stainless steel sunburst pattern panels. So I'm really excited to go in there and get some tasty breakfast foods.
Yeah, it doesn't look open, but I guess we'll see.
Let's see.
Aha. Well, Monday closed.
What? That's not what it says on Google Maps.
Oh my god.
I was just pulled it up on Google Maps and says it's
the last diner? We had the schedule so perfect.
We were so f***ing close.
Oh my god.
There goes the purple line.
That's not what it's called. Well, for what it's worth, I came here once with Alina. I guess you can look in. It had the tiles, they're really nice. The stools are really nice. The place is tiny. It's just the one counter and there's another counter on the window. I asked for French toast, but I guess they didn't hear me or something. They gave me pancakes instead. And if I had to review it, I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10.
And unfortunately, there's more to the story here. On March 8th of this year, Buddy's posted that they closed because of a pipe collapse. It sounds like they're ready to sell, so if you have a ton of cash lying around and you want to get this really cool old diner right next to the Green Line in Somerville, now's your chance. You thought that was the last diner of the video? No, there's one more, and it's probably the most deranged one we've seen this entire time.
Streamliners.
This is my favorite diner in Boston, which is where we are.
Key Boston locale right now.
We're so Boston right now.
We're in Boston.
This is Boston.
All right, actually we're in Pawtucket, Rhode
standing on
Island.
this
I pronounced it right this time.
We're standing on this intersection in Boston.
No! We have Mark and Colin, but like they're not going to be with us for very long because we're actually going
Because they're going to euthanize us.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This is actually not on the original weekend that the rest of this was filmed because we have one more diversion diner we have to do, and it's the most deranged of any of them.
But you're telling me Mark didn't grow this goatee in one day?
So anyway, this diner is like a tow truck stop or something. It's in the middle of nowhere in Canton. We're gonna go there. Yeah, okay. This is Pawtucket Central Falls on a Saturday, and it's really busy. So for a new station, that's really impressive and great.
Miles, I thought you already did your station review.
Yeah, oh, no, well, yeah.
Which I know because I listened to it at 2 times speed while I did laundry.
Train approaching. Please remain behind yellow line.
He said it!
Oh, I missed it. We just passed South Attleboro, which is closed.
If you look to the left, there might be a Reptibus laying there.
I see the back doors of Goodwill.
Oh, I'm sorry. I lied to you. Goodbye.
Welcome to Miles Films' every body of water that we pass.
This one's pretty trashy, I have to admit.
It's a train.
Yep. I guess actually since we have an hour here, we can come back and film this viaduct, which is like the oldest. Mark, what's the deal with this viaduct?
I don't know. It goes fast.
What, Mark? I thought it was like the oldest railroad viaduct in the country.
It's the oldest living specimen, I think, of this type of viaduct. I don't know. Go to
That sounds less exciting.
Well, I'm excited to see what kind of viaduct is this kind of viaduct. You ready for some bridge filming?
Arriving Canton Junction.
Bye. We said bye to them in person, but not on camera, so it technically didn't happen.
And like the flash of delivery, it's gone.
There's a flash of what?
Delivery.
What does that mean?
Delivery has a little zoom, zoom, zoom.
Oh. All right, we have approximately 59 minutes here
in Canton
until our bus. Canton.
Yeah.
To leave this station, we get to go over the bridge of hell.
I guess it is accessible.
Yeah, I'm not taking the ramp though.
Look at all these elaborately delineated diagonal parking
They
spaces.
did. There's some artistry to that, isn't
all
there?
of which are empty.
I wanted to buy some firewood for 20. Is it $20 per wood or per like slot?
I sure hope it does.
This is the Canton Viaduct,
which is a blind arcade cavity wall railroad viaduct.
Thanks, Wikipedia.
Canton, Massachusetts. This opened in 1835.
It was the longest and tallest railroad viaduct ever when it was built.
And it was built, the construction started in 1834.
What is this overly detailed child?
Why does this child have a belt and lips?
So Jaqueline is on the bus that we're trying to get. We were out there filming the viaduct, but now apparently...
Do you see us hustling now? Now we're hustling.
Apparently it left Mattapan 3 minutes early. Which means it's liable to get here like 5 minutes early, so we actually
it's a 19-minute walk away.
And the bus is in 20 minutes scheduled time.
Wouldn't it be really like logical for there to be an entry point here for pedestrians?
That sure would be nice. Oh, my shoe's untied. Oh well. Also, this route is cash only.
Jackson, do you have singles?
Exactly. Well, it's $1.70, so if we...
That's an annoying amount of cash.
If we can scrounge up 40 cents, we're going to use 3 singles.
Oh, should I?
Yeah, hit the thing.
Hit the thing?
Yeah. All right, will this car stop? Hello? Thank you.
Miles says feel free to do a shot if you want, so...
We made it! We made it before the bus.
Yeah.
One thing you'll note is that there's no T sign here. That's
because it's a flag service.
So we'll have to give them a wave when the bus comes. You might have to flag and then I'll film.
It's gonna be a field day for the content.
Here comes the minibus. Jackson is flagging. Yeah, 716. Woo! 350 for the 340 for the 2 of us.
Thank you.
Thanks.
How does it go?
How are you doing, Chloe?
I want nothing more than to be on a minibus right now.
I have always wanted to ride a minibus too. Check out that one.
Oh, that's jiggly, alright.
That's jiggly.
I love this route. Right?
Yeah, A&A Metro?
A&A Metro.
Can we talk about how this is a minibus with luggage racks? Can we also talk about how it's a minibus with lights that work?
Awesome.
Can we? Oh, I see. You can do it in either direction. That's nice. There's also no stop request that I'm aware of, so I don't know. I guess you just kind of yell out.
To accomplish stop requests through the power of being social.
Rear window's nice though.
That is good to have. Is this the only T-bus route with a rear window?
It might be.
Hey, this isn't Cobb's Corner. This is the Village Shoppies of Canton.
95.
Did it say that? Oh, it does say 95.
Oh, if anyone wants gum, is that yours?
Oh, is that just on there?
That's just there.
Okay. Is this a flare in case we get stuck? Like the thing you put out when the bus gets stuck?
Thank you so much.
Have a good one.
You're good.
Thanks a lot.
What's a gal to do in Cobb's Corner until 4:00 p.m. Eastern time?
What time is it now?
We have 35 minutes in Cobb's Corner.
Can I also say, I feel like the vibe of saying thank you to the bus driver is very different when it's a minibus. You go out, you like directly talk, like, oh, well there's Amriki.
I'm sure we're doing.
Home goods.
Let's see domestic.
Do it sniff.
Do a sniff.
It sniffs even through the mask.
It sniffs alright.
It's strong, yeah.
It is a strong fragrance.
I like the beer candle.
Wait.
Where?
What?
It's a beer can.
Break it, you buy it.
It's only
$12.99.
This is might as well.
Okay. It's
Beer
pouring.
candle.
What is it supposed to smell like?
Independence Ale. It's Philadelphia themed.
I don't think I've liked any of these.
We now present the amazing Jaqueline, who's about to enter and then exit the Five Guys.
She's entered the Five Guys.
Jaqueline is inside the Five Guys.
Oh.
Oh, here comes Jaqueline.
Wow.
Jaqueline has left the Five Guys.
Did they regard you?
The Five Guys. She's left.
Did they
the
perceive
Five
you
Guys.
in there?
Nah, that guy just looked at me.
Yeah, he probably thought you're insane. Can you get a picture? Yeah. Foamer.
Look at that triple stroke destiny.
That looks really good, actually. I love how the bat seats have the bat center on them. Can anyone in the comments tell me why the Gillig bar exists? Like, it doesn't serve any structural purpose. It's annoying when you're trying to sit here. Like,
It doesn't serve drinks.
What's the point of the Gillig bar?
And then once the bus starts up, it'll be like.
That's an aggressive Gillig fart. When you connect to the Wi-Fi, it just kind of goes. There's no like verification, login. It just kind of like works.
Great. Does it work though?
I don't know. Let's find out. Well, obviously we have to go to greenergrass.com. Oh, it eventually got there. Oh, there's Jeb. There's the Stoughton Waterworks.
There's your body of water shot.
It is kind of a body of water.
She remembers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
There's no sign here. There's no like bat sign wrapped around a telephone pole. Look at that, an original golden arches. Right so now we have to walk from here to Corkery Tractor Trailer. It's very exciting. The problem is that Google Maps doesn't acknowledge you can walk on the street, so the time is going to be longer than...
Yeah, all right.
What does it predict?
55 minutes.
But that's, if you do directions, I think it has you go around somewhere.
Yeah, the directions, it's got you like walking all over the joints.
So maybe it'll be less. There's a Papa Gino's, which is a fantastic local pizza chain. If you've never been to Papa Gino's, I love Papa Gino's. It's
what
fantastic.
about Mama Gina's in Union Square?
I don't know what that is.
There's a Mama Gina's pizzeria in Union Square, Somerville.
Is our situation getting more deranged here?
It's deranged, all right. I feel like the quality of that sign doesn't speak well to the materials that are sold.
We've gone past the Google Maps deviation, so we can now see how much further we have.
19 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad. This is not as deranged as I thought it would be.
It's still pretty deranged.
Body of water.
Whoa! There's this like car place, and they're just talking about a bunch of cars, and there's a minibus.
God.
We should go get it and then run our own 716.
Beep beep, so let's ride.
What?
Beep beep, so let's ride.
What's that from?
It's Vroom Vroom by Charlie XCX.
Charlie XCX! I want to send my dog here. He can play. He can play in the industrial wasteland next to it. What kind of crazy equipment is this? Wow. That was cool.
You know you're in Canton when you see a truck.
Do you?
I'm literally Canton right now.
Way down there, the last one is presumably Corkery Tractor Trailer.
And there's a minibus!
Y'all know there's a minibus?
Go.
That's a lot of jaywalking fines. That was like $8. This looks like a Gatra, possibly.
No, it's a dial ride. It's a faded dial.
I think it's Gatra, right?
Yeah, no, look, this is a faded
Yeah.
dial ride.
It's totally Gatra for sale.
Wow.
This is pretty cool.
It's an actual recognizable.
And then there's the diner.
We did it, y'all. We found a diner.
Beware of dog.
Keep out. Maybe we should get our picture from way back here so we don't get sicked by the dog. I like how the only thing they're selling is a couple random minibuses. I mean, that's cool. It's like transit accessible in that sense.
Tractors or trailers.
That bus is in Mart livery, I think.
Yeah. I mean, it's actually surprisingly kind of well preserved. Like there's stainless steel. There's.
This is a lot. This is a part.
I think this place might be closed. Like maybe it's only open on weekdays. There's no info on Google about this.
Because it's sketchy.
I'm kind of impressed. Like, why did they do this?
This is very evocative. Like, this must have sat like far back on the lot. This must have been a really cool family restaurant back in the day. Okay, so this is a 1957 Fodero.
Oh.
This was manufactured in Blarp and Blarp Town in Blarp and Garp State, because I don't have my books on me. And as you can see, it's like pretty well preserved. There's a brick face below the windows, but above the windows and on the corners, there's plenty of stainless steel trim. It's still very recognizable as a diner. It's been landscaped a bunch. We've got some beware of dog signs, so it's obviously kind of sketchy.
Yeah. I love how it says Corkery in like really weird letters.
I love those letters. They're so cute.
Okay, so how do we get the eggs on French toast?
I don't know if that's happening
I guess we
here.
just walk in, yeah.
All right, well.
Walk in and sit down.
Well, I hope the dog isn't here.
I think what they were kind of doing here is converting it into a private residence. Like, look at the landscaping. This is a very private house, right?
Yeah.
This kind of smacks of a front door. Over there, on what was the original vestibule, they've got a chimney.
That's so weird.
I took some pictures over there, which you can add in post. They like took the original Fodero clock, which is in the center of the vestibule. They're kind of hidden behind.
Oh, I can sort of see it. That's still there? What? The clock is still there? What? Who would want, I mean, would you want to live in a diner? Like, I don't know that I would, I love diners, but would I want to live in one? All right, well, should we get our picture
Let's set up the thing like on this.
Oh, there's so many, jeez. Okay, we like, this place is bugged. I will say, admittedly, that like, there's nothing saying no trespassing until you get up there. So like.
But, well, I mean, like, it's not a friendly atmosphere, though.
All right, we're walking back now. The cops never showed up, so I guess the cameras don't have motion sensors.
Yeah.
I mean, we weren't doing anything illegal.
No, we didn't hurt.
There's nothing that said no trespassing until you get further up.
We're just bored canteens looking for something to do, man. Like
the malls are closed because policymakers hate teens. So what else are we gonna do?
Exactly. Okay, killer clown, calm down.
This is really interesting. It's not push button for walk signal, it's push button for green light, which I guess is what we have. It's like Philly style.
Is that really Philly style?
Yeah, there are no walk signals in Philly.
I need to get my butt over to Philly.
You do.
We're going to McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's. That's not even how it goes.
I don't remember
like,
what the beat is. I was trying to do the beat and I couldn't remember it. So.
Rock on Chicago, Wheaties, Breakfast of Champions.
Yeah.
We did a rock and roll McDonald's parody earlier in this video, funnily enough.
Did we?
Yeah,
we did.
The PCC one.
Wait, we did what?
Wait,
yeah,
what?
you sang about like the rock and roll PCCs, and I like.
I
was doing the beat. Yeah.
What? I have no recollection.
It was with Juliet. It'll be in this video.
All right, we made it. We walked 11 miles to school, uphill both ways, but we finally landed at a place to rock.
Is this a 1947 O'Mahony?
Alas, no.
I just realized where old McDonald's farm animals went.
Oh, that's crazy. I just got that.
This bus is like 5 minutes early.
I'm glad we came out here and crossed the Depths Road.
According to the transit app, this left at
3 minutes ago. Yeah, Bat's transit app is really weird. All right, we should flag it because there's no like stops.
Yeah.
I've never been on a bus like this before. Like, no, with like the blue, the lights.
It might be better on the 12 because it'll get dark.
Oh, it'll be so cool.
Jaqueline was like, there's a lot of deviations on this, and I didn't believe her. And then I'm looking on the map. We're on this for like 40 minutes because it goes like down here, deviates here, and then it deviates here, and then it deviates here.
Next, we're going to slow commuter rail.
It's a Walmart deviation.
Wow. It's on RTA if there's no Walmart deviation.
There's gotta be a Walmart deviation.
Exactly.
Look at the beautiful Westgate Mall. Now we get a couple of like residential deviations. Just do the other batteries even do this? Like, this might be 14 exclusive. Another deviation, this time to a rotund apartment building.
This is a weird phallic shaped apartment building.
It kind of is. It's BFC, Boston Fried Chicken. Thank you.
Okay, when that comes.
Oy, oy, oy. So we were 15 minutes early. That's
OTP.
great. If you're a Gillig foamer, that's the place to go because you've got like all these random...
They've really changed up their roof lines every year.
And here we have an old Gillig from 2010. It's just a box.
Flat ass roof line.
I hate these Gilligs.
I love them. What are you
Smell the
talking about?
diesel.
Okay.
Okay, real talk. I don't know where the smoke in this shot came from, but I guess it's fitting.
We just witnessed a pulse.
Yeah, that was cool. They all came out at the same time. Ours is running late, so... Oh, you're...
It's a pulse. I feel a pulse, Jerry.
Are we running?
Do we want to try to get that?
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, jeez. Oh, Ada Watertown, a foamer's operating it.
This is what I took out earlier.
Wait, what?
Ada Watertown. Jackson, get back from the yellow line.
Sorry.
Gosh darn headlight. The PCC.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Am I out of tune? I'm sorry.
Thank you. Whoa. La Linea Orange.
So this is the outro to the diner video. We visited a lot of diners, and there were a lot of them.
Miles and Jacqueline eating in diners, traveling on buses, trains, and streamliners. Jacqueline likes eggs. What do you get at diners?
French toast, actually.
Jacqueline gets French toast. Miles gets French toast. Come and see what eatery they're digging the most.
Miles, I enjoyed our you and me adventures.
Yeah, that was a blast.
That was a
Really
blast.
Currently, the camera situation looks like this.
This is a diner in Boston, right?
So once again, we are at a diner, but we're not at a diner.
In the city.
We're in a diner in a city.
Yeah, it's definitely not.
We're in an eating establishment that's located within a major metropolitan area.
It's definitely not the dining car in Northeast Philadelphia. So what do you think about Boston diners as a whole?
So compared to Philadelphia, Boston's diners are just outstanding architecture.
We would always say like, you know, this is like a Boston 6 but a Philly 9.
It's like saying someone's like, you know, a Scranton 7 but a Philly 6.
Is that a thing?
Isn't that like a line from The Office or something?
Oh, maybe.
It should probably be a 6 in New York, which is like a 7 here in Scranton.
Diners that we just literally this minute finished eating at were all fantastic examples of like 30s and 40s and 50s
and
Worcester.
20s.
There were some old boys in this batch. Worcester lunch cars, they made some expertly crafted diners.
They're my new favorite diner manufacturer for this trip. They had so much craft in their crafts. I mean, honestly, like, there were some diners that scored lower in here, but I don't think it was ever because of bad food. It's always like, at the very least, passable, you know? Like, you're not going to go wrong with any diner featured in this video.
Exactly. Like, we pretty much recommend almost all of these. Most of these places are doing a lot of things right. They're preserving very cool they're preserving really cool mid-20th century buildings. In many cases, they offer delicious food and really friendly and kind of personalized service. A lot of people in these diners saw us filming this video and kind of told us details about their diner's history.
did.
So if you find yourself in any of these neighborhoods and are craving some predictably some predictably good food in friendly and historic environs, we recommend the diners you just saw.
So what do you say we do one last intermission?
Next intermission.
is gleaming. The cat has gone to bed, and lately I've been dreaming of something that you said. I've had time to think it over. I can't keep up with this fiction. I can see no other way but intermission. The rain is gently tapping while candles are aglow, and by my side she's napping as if she'll never know the way misgivings fester and the way they've sown this friction, leaving us nary a choice but intermission. The flame has been extinguished, and I don't have a light. Our love, it was distinguished, but it's vanished overnight. I was born to be a rambler, and the open fields I'm missing. So my dear, I must request an intermission.
I'm your Uncle Fester!
Jordan was in North Carolina the weekend that we filmed the diner stuff, so you weren't able to be in the video.
Oh, poor me.
So now you get to be here.
I'm so
in
sad
this
about that
scene where I have a little game for you to play.
Oh, this is post-credits? Oh,
yeah.
God.
The car's excited about it. So this is the Jordy Cakes Diner game.
I don't know why the Tribal King's laughing, because this is just so bad. Alright, whatever.
So here are the rules.
You spelled rules wrong.
Jordy Cakes will see 5 Boston area diners. Jordy Cakes will score each diner on whatever scale he chooses, and Jordy Cakes will explain why he chose the score. You have to show your work. Are you excited?
I'm super excited.
Alright, are you ready for diner number 1?
What the f is that?
It's a diner.
It's an old-fashioned diner.
Right.
It's a diner. And it's a diner. I mean, it's okay. I'd give it a old orange line car kind of score. That's how I would view it. You know, I will say I like the color. The color pops out a lot. Okay. You know, it has a lot of red.
Yeah.
Okay. And you know, red does mean blood. Which, you know, is not good, but, you know, it's red. It's kind of in a weird spot, I'm not gonna lie, but it is red, so, and it looks somewhat, you know, fresh and clean, but it's still old, and it's small, right? So, I would describe this as a red line car, specifically a, I'd say 1700, like an overhauled 1700, but they just decided to paint it in all red. That's how I would describe this one, which is not bad. I love 1700. 1700s are good. You know what? Better yet, I'll say this: it is a red line car with the size of an R142, but just painted in red. Next one. Hell no, Massacas. That's the score. Massacas. What is that?
This is diner number 4.
That's not a diner, that's a corner store. That's a store, I'm giving it a corner store. Alright, and what's the last one? That's not a diner.
It's in a diner building.
But it's Subway.
It used to be a diner.
It's not a diner though anymore, so you can't make it a No. That's I give this a 6-inch meatball marinara score, which is not terrible. I like my meatball marinaras, but I like a foot long. Okay, foot long. The longer, the better, as they say.
All right, are you ready for the bonus round?
This a bonus round?
Yeah.
Draw your ideal diner. Be creative. How am I supposed to draw it?
I'm gonna use the notes app. But you can like draw it.
The Tribal King's a very terrible drawing.
Well, that's fine.
Okay. So this might not come out well.
And then use the pen tool. And then yeah, maybe you can get like a close up and like doing his.
Okay, so obviously, you know, here's the diner. Okay, you got the little windows that are represented by dots. Okay, you got the little door thing there. Okay, more windows. And the diner would be called King because it's the King Diner. And, you know, you have a bus stop that's right here, okay? And then you'll have another, like a bus here with the little wheels, and it's gonna be, I don't know, it's gonna be a high, what bus number? It's gonna be 925. I can't write correctly, so, and then, you know, this is for the, you know, the rich first class people. This is the first class diner. Then you're gonna have a little tiny diner over here. It's in a bad shape, but that's how bad the small diner would be. And it will just be called Miles, because it would be Miles's diner, because he doesn't deserve to be in the King's diner. Okay, he will get his own diner, and it's a small little diner where all of his little cronies that try to screw me, such as, you know, Sam and, you know, everybody else, that they would all be in that. Okay, Jeremy, all them. So that is my drawing, and as I said, I can't draw, so yeah. And oh, in terms of the food, you know, it's a diner, so obviously we gotta sell diner food, but it's only what the Tribal King wants. Like the menu changes every day based on how the Tribal King feels. So one day you might get eggs, home fries, toast, all this stuff. And then the next day you might just get a piece of bread and call it a day.
Do you get Five Guys on certain days?
Sometimes we have Five Guys specials, and that's the cool thing. My diner is sponsored by Five Guys, which also means it's going to be super expensive because again, I own the diner, so you know I'm going to charge ridiculous prices for food because I'm a hustler and the Tribal King wants his money.
That was very creative.
Is that it? Is that how the video ends?
That's how the whole 3.5-hour video ends.
Wait, it's a 3.5-hour video? Why is it
the draft is 3 hours and 10 minutes, but we have to add some music video. It'll probably be like 3 hours and 20 minutes. Something like that.
What the f? You're weird. This channel's weird. Subscribe. Only subscribe for the Tribal King. Don't pay no mind to him.
But people have to watch this whole video to get to you.
Well, if you stuck around this long to listen to the Tribal King speak, then you've obviously acknowledged me. And if you didn't, then you know that saying, f around and find out. Well, it applies to this scenario. You f around and you'll find out. So until next time.